Howdy, howdy, gonna get rowdy. I'm Vaughn, the Witch of Appalachia. And it actually irritates me that this game mutes anytime I click off of it. And there's no button to fix that. Anyways, it is a wonderful Saturday. It rained on me all day, but that's just part of working outside and driving and stuff, I guess. How is everyone else's Saturday? I'm Vaughn, the Witch of Appalachia. It irritates me to no end that it mutes whenever I click off of it. I really wish there was a setting for that. Anyways, I enjoy working on the weekends, actually. It's usually busier, crazier. Makes the day go by, which is nice. I hate when the day drags by and there's nothing to do. You're just sitting there forever. So, even if I have to come in on a Saturday, it passes by quickly, so it's not a big deal. I'm probably the only person that feels like that, though. Or at least for the coming on Saturday. I feel like most people want the weekends off. It's like a big thing about that, actually. Like, a lot of trucking companies, like, younger people won't work for them anymore. Like, people my age and, like, younger, they just can't hire us. Because they want you to work for like 2 weeks straight, and then you come back and you have an entire week off. That sounds great until you realize you have 14 days that you are working, like 14-hour days, and that people my age and like 18-year-olds and stuff. Because man, the big trucking companies, like they went really hard on like lobbying the right to like hire 18-year-olds, like fresh out of high school and stuff. And all across the country, they had recruitment and everything. Like, come on in, we'll hire you. Come in. Like, here's like a big like like an orientation thing. It's like across the country, these orientations were just empty because I guess 18-year-olds aren't as stupid as people think they are, because they saw that trap from miles away. I used to work from Tuesday to Saturday, and it was nice having Sunday, Monday off. I would actually say you're probably better off having an 18-year-old drive a semi-truck, because sure, an 18-year-old might be making terrible choices, but they can, if you teach them how to do it right from 18, they have fewer bad driving habits, I think. In my personal opinion. I have absolutely no facts to back that up. Also, people who've been trucking for like 40 years are pretty much the only people still left trucking, and they're probably driving while some sort of inebriation, either sleep deprivation or pick your drug of choice. Cocaine's a very popular one. But yeah, we have audio today. You can hear me. Yesterday, we didn't have audio because I went live, and then I started talking, and I was talking, and I look over, and the little mic thing isn't moving. So I double check it, and it's like, oh wait, no, I did unmute. Oh, there's this new bar in the audio mixer. It's not there today, but it was there yesterday for some reason. Truckers are like line cooks. I mean, hey, sometimes you just need a little bump to get you through the day. But yeah, like the little audio mixer bar, it had a new bar, so I click unmute on that one because it was muted for some reason. It was for my model. My model doesn't even make noise. I make the noise. I'm the one that talks. So I unmute that, thinking, okay, maybe it's a new update or whatever. And then we keep going. Yeah, how many audio bars do I need? Oh. I mean, you are one of the people who helped me with audio issues, but a lot, apparently. But no, I unmuted that bar, and I talked for about 5 more minutes until I realized that none of the audio bars are moving. Like, they don't light up, they don't show anything. And I'm just sitting here going like, oh, that's not good. So I start testing everything, and turns out when I updated Windows, it corrupted or uninstalled or did something to all of my audio software, so I had to spend last night reinstalling all of that. because my mic didn't work. But hey, it works now. So, whatever, I guess just uninstalling and reinstalling everything, just put it right back to where it was. I had all the settings saved, so I didn't even lose anything. Hopefully, I don't sound different today. But I'll take it. If it's all I got. So I need to open the chat bar up so I can actually see what you guys are saying without having to like turn my head 270 degrees. Fix this, fix this. But yeah, I had a whole big like rant and ramble about all kinds of different things yesterday. Like just randomly, one of the things I was talking about is when I get off of work and when I start streaming, I have like they don't hear any difference. Good, good. But yeah, before I start streaming, I have like 2 hours, and that's enough to get like little things done, so I can like clean up around the house a little bit. I can do whatever I need to, but it's not big enough to like get anything major started. So I was like watching some random YouTube videos and some like shorts and stuff, and I got onto this like stream, like this trail of random yard sale videos. And it was just this guy while going through yard sales explaining like why he doesn't buy certain types of like vintage plates and like Stein glasses. Because I mean, like you probably know the ones I'm talking about. Like if you ever saw like your grandparents' house, like it was like a porcelain plate or something, and it has like a little painting on it. Apparently, in like the 50s, 60s, 70s, somewhere in that time frame, they made like just a ton of them, and people back then bought them up, and now they're all our grandparents, and they just sit around, and there's just so many of them that they're not worth anything, even though they're kind of old. Which, now that I'm talking about it, it's like there are people who like try and flip that stuff, and it's not worth anything. But there's also people who like buy collector items and old stuff like that, and they want to like hold on to it, like collect it, and then when they get older, they want to like sell it off as their retirement, which is always radioactive glasses. That's new to me. I've not heard of that one. Is it like plates? Because I know like what this guy was talking about was like plates and like cologne bottles. I know like my grandfather has like 30 or 40 of them. Some of them look really cool and nice, but apparently there's just a bunch of those. And like Stein glasses was another big one. I've never heard of anyone even being radioactive. Um, I don't know. When I go see Oppenheimer with some of my friends, maybe we will learn about it then. So it's like radioactive glasses. Is like the glass is radioactive, or just it just becomes radioactive? Probably because of like the lead paint and stuff. There's uranium glass that glows under certain light. Well, now I want it. Uranium glass was once made into tableware and household items, but fell out of widespread use when the availability of uranium to most industries was sharply curtailed during Cold War, 1940s, 1990s. So it's just old school glow in the dark stuff. Yeah, I've used some of that. My grandparents had some. I thought it was pretty cool. You could get like a little like they had like I don't even might not have been the same thing. I forget what material it was made out of, but it was like super old and it was glow in the dark. I think that was cool. But I was thinking about other stuff that people collect, like man, now my brain's over. Also, the radium women. What is that? Who painted radioactive watches? Was just everything radioactive in the back of the day? Was like, is Fallout actually not satire? Is that actually just how everything worked? Like if you just, oh yeah, here's a board game, it has uranium in it. Oh yeah, here's a painting. There's a chance to just get like some nuclear material out of it. Oh yeah, the cars they run on nuclear fission. Like, is is that just what the 1950s wanted to be? They just wanted everything to be radioactive just for the hell of it. What is that? A nuclear powered watch? Why does it need to be radioactive? Who contracted radiation poisoning from painting radium dials. Oh wait, is that the? Oh, I have a watch like that. That yeah, the self luminous paint. Yeah, I have one of those watches. It was my grandfather's. He had it when he was in the army. Yeah, yeah. I didn't know it was radioactive stuff. Man, I used to wear that all the time when I was a kid. Yeah, when I was a kid, I wore it like every day because it was military watch and is effectively indestructible. Yeah. Look, I was in the army too. I'm already irradiated, so whatever old radiation I had got killed by the new radiation. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Because I'm perfectly healthy. I've never been to a doctor, so they've never told me that I'm healthy, but I know that I'm healthy. Source, trust me, bro. Contracted radiation poisoning because they were instructed to lick the paintbrushes that had radium paint on them. Wait, get poisoning from eating paint on them for years. Why did they just are pretty safe as long as you're not licking the glowy parts? Why did they lick the paint? Look, at that point you have two problems because it was in the it was before the 80s, so it was lead paint and it's radioactive lead paint. Wait, hold on. Which one wins in that fight? Because lead blocks radiation. So you just eat both and just let it fight it out inside of you and see which one wins? Is that the game they were playing? I've done stuff like that. It's like when you drink a whole bunch of Coke and then take what was it, a Mentat, and then you just like try and figure out which one's going to win to make the paintbrush keep its point to it. Couldn't you just get like a wet piece of paper and do the same thing? That sounds a lot more sanitary. Don't think. I mean, depending on the year, I'm pretty sure they still had health and safety standards and still knew what germs were. Yeah, a cage match between lead and radiation. Um, we got on this, and I forgot. Paper costs money, spit doesn't. That's true, but water was effectively free back then. So, I mean, guess company was maximizing cheapness. That's why they didn't tell anyone that radium was so dangerous. The name kind of implies it. Anything that starts with RAD is either well rad because obviously, or radioactive. Like like radical uranium. That sounds like a punk metal band. Or a new political ideology. Just throw radical in front of anything. The women were instructed to point to their brushes this way because using rags or water rinse them causes them to use more time and material. As the paint was made from powdered uranium, zinc sulfite, gum arabic, and water. Oh, it's gum arabic, so it's edible. Right? There's all kinds of like food that uses that, so it's fine. Same access to information as we now. It was easier to lie to people back then. I beg to differ. It's still pretty easy to lie to people today. Uh, it's still really easy to lie to people today. Like No lead. They were also told the paint was harmless. Well, technically, the paint was harmless. It was the glowing part that was not harmless. Wonder if any of them got superpowers. That would be an interesting superhero origin story. Like, just imagine like Stanley comes out and you're like, okay, I've got an idea. We're gonna make our version of like Wonder Woman, and she got her superpower by licking radioactive paintbrushes, and she can shoot like blasts of uranium or not radium. I guess like starfire blasts or something. It glows. That's close enough. Radium blast. I mean that sounds very comic booky. Like a lot of them died, had high rates of cancer, I think. But then they put the radiation back in them to kill said cancer. And that's pretty much what chemotherapy is, from my understanding. I'm not a doctor, but from what I understand, if you just blast enough radiation at something, it'll kill it. So just point it at the parts you don't need. The first dial painter died, and before something, because I've got all this stuff on my end. Before the painter died and before her death, her jaw fell away from her skull. Oh, so she's a super villain, not a superhero. Okay, well they could still put her in a Marvel comic. I mean, just make her team up with Red Skull during his communist arc. Yeah, I mean you have Red Skull and I don't know, give her a really like metal name like Jawbone. She uses her own radioactive jaws like a boomerang. Man, people should hire me. I come up with this stuff for free. Some also painted their fingernails, faces, and teeth with the glowing substances. Oh, we do that today. I'm pretty sure it's technically safer, but we'll see 20 years from now. It's like some of the workout supplements I'm taking. It's like, yeah, bro, this is perfectly safe. The FDA gave it a thumbs up, and it's just like this is like 3 ingredients away from having a uh base chemical composition of something close to methamphetamine. Uh, we should be taking this, and they're like, yeah, I imported all this from Puerto Rico. It's fine. It's like, all right, fine. I'll take 2 scoops of it then. That's Jack 3D, by the way. That's a real product. I did not make that up. I think they had to change the formula so that they can continue selling it in the U.S. It is still available in the old formula outside the United States, and it does get imported. I've seen a couple just in people's like gym bags and stuff. You can tell it has like a different case when you import it. Kind of like the lead or mercury lipstick and makeup the Romans had. Oh, didn't they also drink out of lead cups because it made the wine taste better? Or was that the Greeks? That was one of them. Tasty, tasty lead. Mm. It's kind of like if you ate paint in the 80s, you're just kind of SOL'd. It's like you're eating paint and it had lead. Oh, that also reminds me. Isn't there a super villain called Asbestos Man? It was he was like a oh, it was either Spider-Man or Batman, I think. He was like a knockoff side villain. He was Asbestos Man. Oh, God, I want to look that up, but I actually don't care that strongly about it. Well, I've never seen an overweight meth user. Maybe they figured something out. Yeah. Didn't gas also have lead in it? It might still, for all I know. I do not know. Um, but yeah, man, drugs are a hell of a drug. They're crazy. Asbestos? Am I saying it wrong? Is, that's how Cave Johnson pronounced it in Portal 2. That's what I learned what asbestos was. I didn't know about it since before then. Am I wrong? Is there two different asbestos? Is it a different thing? Because it keeps the rats out, right? Yeah. Drugs are so good, they'll ruin your life. True facts. Asbestos? That's, I mean, I guess if you want to be a villain, you could say it like that, because then you have a best in your name, and it's like, why am I better than you? Because I'm asbestos. I don't like saying it like that. Maybe, now that I think about it, Cave Johnson wasn't he was not a towering intellectual individual. He just had a lot of money. Maybe he was pronouncing it wrong. Also, I have major hearing damages, so maybe I just heard it wrong. I'm going to go with the fact that if he was mispronouncing it, it was on purpose. But, yeah, all I know is it keeps the rats out. His main way of killing is actually through puns. Yeah. That's how he kills you quickly, but if he really has it out for you, you'll just, what does asbestos even do to you? Does it give you, does it give you cancer? Does it, poison you? I don't know. I know they used to put it in insulation, right? For housing. Or was it in paint? Is it a panel? You have asbestos panels? I think I've heard of those asbestos panels before. Uh, uh, yeah. Lead is still in some fuels. Avgas 100 low lead is used by many propeller aircraft. Okay. Not like SOMOR is pronounced as s'more. That's a good point. I'm trying to read that with S mores. I mean, if you're not a native English speaker, that one might be easy to fuck up. A carcinogen. I only know that because it was in a video game. Oh, what game was it? That could be Fallout. Gives you lung cancer. Don't snort it. I don't know what we're not snorting, but I think that's generally good advice. Physical objects are usually not supposed to go up your nose. But I mean, unless you're like Scarface, I think then you'll be okay. You just I don't know. Man went out like a legend. Absolute champ. We love him. Anyways, we have taken this way off the rails because as you can see behind me, I'm here to play Solasta, where we have Barbie and Ken and I guess me and a tiger named Oppenheimer. Crayons are an exception only if you're a Marine or Homer Simpson. And the exception I was thinking of is cocaine. And what's the other thing? It has like a little spray nozzle. It's an allergy medicine. Flonase. Yeah, there we go. I got there eventually. Yeah. My brain is all over the place today. I watched too many shorts. I love shorts, but it's like they fuel the ADHD. It's like, hey, do you want to learn about 17 different things in the course of 3 minutes? And we're going to give you just shotgun you with a whole bunch of rapid fire, just knowledge and colors and just bam, 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 bam. True D&D experience is getting off track. Yeah. Especially if you have me around. I definitely just go off the rails sometimes when I really shouldn't. Oh well, everyone's got a quirk, I suppose. All right, we've been sitting in silence because back to square one. The first thing I even said is mutes when I go into the background and something I can do about it. Whatever. Would it surprise you all to hear that I've actually had like 3 people call me out today for being overly energetic, asking me if like something's wrong or if something's really good. I don't know. I do feel way more energetic today. it probably doesn't have anything to do with the fact that I think I'm up to about 1,000 grams of caffeine. Or not grams, milligrams, right? Those are the small ones. Yeah, milligrams. I think, right? I mean, how many... How's caffeine measured? Yeah, milligrams. I just had to check because I'm holding a thing of Body Armor Edge hydration plus caffeine, which also confuses me because it says it's made with coconut water, but excuse me, coconuts don't have water in them. They have milk. So what is it? Is it milk or is it water? I want coconut milk. I prefer milking my coconuts. 1 kilogram of caffeine? Hell yeah! Just give it to me in like a cube, and I'll lick it like a horse. You ever see a horse lick salt? Like a deer, like a cube of salt? I'll just do that with caffeine. Just bleh, bleh, bleh. We need sleep. They do have water in them? So then are the milkers lying? Is there actually... So when they say it has coconut milk in it, are they lying? It's coconut skim milk. Ooh. But skim milk isn't real milk. It's basically just lactose intolerant water. I don't know. I actually cannot stand the taste of skim milk. Coconut milk is opaque. The milky white liquid extracted from the grated pulp of mature coconuts. Well, then who's lying? Is it milk or is it water? Water is liquid found in the cavity of the coconut. No, because if I like karate chop a coconut in half and put like a straw and a little like a Hawaiian like what is it called? Like a little parasol umbrella. Then it's milk. I don't know. I prefer milking my fruits rather than watering my fruits. Well, hold on when I say it like that. Then I'm trying to say this without making myself sound like an idiot. If you can, yeah, milk fruits, not extract water, but that doesn't sound as interesting. Coconut water is clear in early development. It serves as suspension for the endosperm of the coconut during the nuclear phase of development. Oh, I learned the other day that if you eat a fig, you're probably eating dead wasps because they have to get like the figs, like wasps crawl into the figs in order to pollinate it. There we are, my words. Which is really, really interesting because I found out that the lifespan of the wasps that do that, it's a specific wasp. They crawl into what looks like the anus of the fig, and then they go into like the little like pods that all the fig seeds and stuff are in, and then the female wasp lays her eggs in all of those, and the male eggs hatch first, and they impregnate their unborn sisters. Then they just immediately die, and then the female wasps then hatch, already pregnant, before they leave the fig to go find another fig so that they can pollinate that one. So, I will never eat a fig in my life again. I've never actually eaten a fig in the first place, but now I definitely know I should never eat one again. Yeah, the Ant-Man. They did not bathe in hot sauce first, though, so, you know, definitely a penalty for style there. Let's see, I'm going to continue this, and it, from what I learned yesterday, is going to throw me immediately into combat, so we're just going to jump straight into getting our asses kicked by fucking gorillas. And yeah, I don't like wasps. They, I mean, I guess that technically is one of the only good wasps because it actually pollinates something, but it's still pretty fucked up. and wasps in general are just awful. There are so few wasps do anything productive. I'm sure if I were to talk to an entomologist, they would have some counterpoints and actually bring in things of like, ah, yes, well, I know dirt daubers. We have a lot of dirt daubers around here in the Appalachia. You know, they kill poisonous spiders, and they're actually really good to have around. Because, you know, most things don't fuck with a black widow, but a dirt dauber will. Oh, you have a brown recluse? Yeah, just let the dirt daubers just put up their little nest. They won't bother humans because they're chill. But that is, like, the exception to the rule, I feel. Okay. So we're back. We have Oppenheimer, the Spirit Tiger. Okay. So I've actually got a game plan for us today. Instead of throwing the entire party YOLO into a den of gorillas, I'm actually going to play a little more conservative, sit in the back a little bit more, and like buff us up and actually use my support characters and ranged characters to do support and range. I feel like I'm really onto something here. I feel like this could be a you know, a revolutionary strategy. He moved all that distance and is still just going to multi-attack. Which I don't know why I'm surprised. That's just a thing in 5e. It wasn't in older editions, though. Something I still have to wrap my head around. Okay. Barbie. Bardic Inspiration can... Because as the name implies, actually getting back to something relevant here, the name of the video, monks might be better than I thought, at least in Solasta. I want to preface this, at least in Solasta. Because, oh... Damn it, Barbie. Whatever. You're a bard. You already did all of the important things this round. Okay. Here's where we gotta start playing smart. I move forward. I don't want that. We maledict him. If you guys have any strategies or ideas on how to win this, feel free to throw them at me, because I might need them. Because right now, the best I got is just maledicting and then Eldritch Blast. We want more Eldritch Blast, and I'm over encumbered. God damn it. Why couldn't this be like Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous, where every character has their own encumbrance, and it's all added together in a party pool of encumbrance, so that no one character can be over-encumbered. Like, by the time you hit over-encumbered, it's the entire party. I feel like that's actually a really good way to do that in video games, and maybe even in tabletop. I feel like managing encumbrance isn't fun unless you're playing a really, really crunchy game. Like, because nobody wants to be like, ah, yeah, I'm the wizard, I have 8 strength, I can't carry my own basic gear, give it to the, you know, barbarian or paladin, and then just be asking back for it all the time. But there is a place for that. There is a time and place for that. So I don't know. Maybe different things for different tables. Almost picked that back up. Thinking is dangerous? Yeah, that's why I try not to do it. I have a unique ability to just literally turn off all thinking. I can just literally go, you know, head empty, no thoughts, none. I can't remember what the phrase people say is. No thoughts, head empty. There we go, I had it backwards. You know, you just sometimes just turn your brain off and you just feel like a static between your ears, and it's just like, this is nice. Little carry capacity is the easier way to do it, but sometimes it matters who has what items. Yeah, I agree. I think that if you were to do it in tabletop, like actually like in person, and you wanted to run a system like that, I think every single person should still write down what items they have on their inventory. But if you're playing like in it's a very gamey way, where you just want to like hand wave things, you could just be like, yeah, the party's carrying capacity is this. But I definitely agree. It does matter who's carrying the item. And I think it always should. I would be open to counter arguments for that, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. At this rate, we'll get maybe an hour into the stream, and we'll get one turn of combat done. Which, to be fair, that could be par for some tables of D&D. Wild Shape has to be one of my favorite abilities in 5e. Now, I know I talked about it last week when we played Solasta, but I'm very excited for the 1 D&D version of Wild Shape. Anything to make like an ability just more interesting and more dynamic and more cool is pretty much always gonna get a thumbs up from me. Okay, Ken, here's a moment to shine. You versus a gorilla. Solid. You know what? Shoot! Dang it. You're so close. These gorillas are gonna be the death of me. I really hope there's not a whole bunch of like them just chilling out in this jungle. Otherwise, I am so screwed. Having 2 short rest classes in the party could be really beneficial for that. Oppenheimer hits like a, I guess like a small nuke. Alright, that was my Warlock subclass ability because it is unique. These gorillas. Please. Oh. Okay, I'll take it. But yeah, dealing damage at the start of the enemy's turn is my my Warlock subclass because this game only uses subclasses from the SRD, which is 1 per class, and they fill out the rest of the subclasses with their own unique custom subclasses, which are honestly really interesting. I would be interested in getting like a paper written version or like a PDF version, and maybe even like running them in games, like tabletop, like in-person games, like the actual D&D game, not the video game. 'Cause they seem like they'd be really fun. More bardic inspiration for Ken. Barbie's always there for her friends. I did not mean to end my turn. I should have dodged. Whatever. This should be the end of this guy. Oh, and we can drop 1 more item as my object interaction. We don't need crossbows anyways. This should nuke this ape. Got him. Alright, then we maledict this other gorilla. I will send Druid Boy to the high ground. That way, I don't actually know what the high ground does, but always take the high ground if you can. Obi-Wan on Total War taught me that. And dodge. Yes. Wait. Dodge. Oh, I have to validate. And turn. Okay, here they come. Here they come. Let's get ready. Let's get ready. Okay, Ken. Run this gorilla down. We got him. Nice. And you know what? We paid for 3 key. We're gonna spend 3 key. Very nice. And we do it again. That's okay. Ooh. Alright, well that's what Wild Shape is for. It's just extra hit points. Yep. Just move up. Yeah. Just combo him. Oh, good. That was at disadvantage for some reason. I'm not going to complain about it. I keep wanting to do flanking, and then I remember flanking's not in this game because it's a variant rule. Yeah, punched him out of the fursuit. I think that's a great insult for any, like, yeah, damage sponge is an important part of Wild Shape. It's honestly one of the strongest features of Moon Druid. It's just, there's just more hit points on the battlefield now. But, actually, we're going to heal the Spirit Tiger. Heal Oppenheimer. But yeah, that's a great insult for, like, if you have an enemy druid or anything on the battlefield, or just RP or anything, is it's always making fun of them being a fursuit or just being a furry in general. Okay. Now I have to choose whether I want to take this attack of opportunity or not. The answer is no, I don't, but I have to because I don't want to attack at disadvantage. And, oh! Critical failure! Luck was on my side. Doing it. Oh, my attack wouldn't have even at disadvantage anyways. Excited to attack the other one. Tactics are hard. Alright. So is using my eyes for the giant glowy purple thing. It just really blends in really easily, you know? It's like you can't see it at all. Yeah, I don't need any of that. Not dodging. Wild Shape takes your action. You got Scimitar. Might as well put it to use. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I'm not worried about Ken. That man is... Even with that, it was only 6 damage. Ken's got a lot of HP. He's a fucking beast. And will this kill him? Will this kill him? Will this kill him? We gonna need it? We gonna do it? We got it. We got it. We got it. Got him. Got his ass. Using the brain is optional. Using your eyes, no, recommended. It's preferred, but yeah, Ken will himbo his way out of this. I'm not worried about him. Oh, Barbie, on the other hand, let's not get Barbie killed today. Man, Oppenheimer does a lot of damage. He does it all in one big dish, though, rather than Ken that just, you know, I guess Flurry of Blows is a flurry. Yeah, it's a good spot. Yeah, see, he missed, so it was a good spot. I know what I'm doing. Luck is a skill. Barbie's also going to take the high ground. Bardic Inspiration. You don't have it. I'm actually going to give it to me. And then dodge. And turn. Barbie's new career path, necromancy. Barbie's good at everything. So if they were to make a Barbie movie about her learning necromancy, I'm sure it would be the most... she'd be the best at it. It would be very wholesome. I'd watch it. I mean, I'd watch it just anyways. I watched some of the other Barbie movies recently. A couple of other VTubers have been doing watch-alongs with them, and I've been watching it. And, damn. I went a long time sleeping on the Barbie movies. They are actually good. Like, for an animated... I mean, it's an animated movie targeted towards children, right? Like, sure. But for a children's movie, they kind of slaps. Like, there's some ones that are just, like, very... I guess, very childish, very for kids. The Barbie... Holy shit, I just one-shot him. But what I'm trying to say is the Barbie movies are good. It's back on a short rest, so might as well do it so I don't lose any actual HP. I don't know where I want to put you. Sure, I'll put you here. End turn. Monk movement speed is amazing.
Yeah.
And you know, we'll spend it anyways. Oh, there we go. Just keep blasting, keep punching. And now this should end this. Is it pack tactics? Is that why I keep getting advantage? If so, that's really good. Gorilla knowledge has increased. Let's read about the gorillas. Right, these things are the bane of my existence, and it's green. It's a Hulk gorilla. That's even worse. Okay. Okay, well, only 16 strength. These are the weakest gorillas ever. And they were still out there breaking my spine. Barbie's spine, actually. It's a 0.5 challenge rating. CR is a joke. CR is bullshit. That is not true. No one in their right mind, especially after playing this game, is going to call a gorilla half of a CR. I don't think it was the actual Hulk. I think these are like some Hulk gamma radiated gorillas. Because, correct me if I'm wrong, because I may be. Gorillas are silver and black. That's why they're called the silverback gorillas. They're not called the mean and green gorillas. And these are definitely mean and green. Look, its eyes are red. That's how you know it's evil. Things don't have red eyes unless they're evil. Look at Bunnicula. I don't know if anyone read that book when they were a kid. About a rabbit who's like Dracula. But it only sucks the juice from carrots. So the pets have to band together and try and stop Bunnicula because it's eating all of the vegetables, or it's sucking all of the nutrients out of the vegetables in the house. And the pets want to save their owners. Yeah, I guess this is why Barbie and Ken are here. Because the world of Solasta, the very limited knowledge I have about it, is there was a giant explosion cataclysm. And apparently, the reason Oppenheimer is a spirit tiger is he may or may not have had something to do with that. And now he's back. His ghost is back in the form of a tiger, working on with Barbie and Ken. And now we're fighting the irradiated gorillas from the Fallout. Huh. It was tomatoes, not carrots? I could have swore it was carrots. No, I vividly remember it was carrots because I think it was on the cover of one of the books. It had a carrot that had... They sucked all of the orange off! I am pretty adamant about this. I really feel like it. But I'm also surprised that anyone in here knew what Bunnicula was. But maybe I shouldn't be surprised. Maybe it's just common knowledge of what Bunnicula is. How many books are even in that series? Was it just one off? I don't remember. I remember like that one. There was Warrior Cats. What were some of the other ones? 'Cause I know there was another book series that had animals in the main characters. I don't remember. I do remember Warrior Cats because I read that series as well. Which apparently has quite a Quite an interesting fan base, still going today. I've seen a lot of people talk about that. It's made like maybe it just never went away, but there were so many years where I just never heard anything about it, and now it seems to be back. I remember the family finding a completely white tomato and wondering what it was. They concluded all the fluid was drained from it. Maybe I remember he was draining it from other things as well. Maybe it was more than just tomato then. There's a carrot on the cover. What is it? But did he suck all the orange off? Was it just a white, like pale, pathetic looking carrot? I'm curious. The Redwall series. Maybe it was the Redwall series. Maybe that sounds about right. I haven't read that one though. Maybe that's why I forgot about it. I should. I like um I like books and games and stuff where like animals are the main characters and it's not like anthropomorphic or whatever. It's just like straight up like Stray. It's like, yeah, this is just straight up a game about a cat. Most of the orange was gone. Yep, there we go. I was right. Like I have a great memory for stupid things. All right, it's like, oh, I remember that one book cover when you read when you were like 6. Yeah, that's going in like important things that you are not allowed to forget. This is with you forever. I'll have to look at it when I'm done streaming. Yeah, I feel validated right now. I feel good. Oh, we have a quest log too. Leave the jungle. Yeah, that sounds like a logical thing to do here. Yeah, we need to get back and help Oppenheimer fix everything after it got blown up. Okay, so Barbie, I'm gonna give all of this to you. Cool, and I'm going. You don't need a short sword. What? Do you not have proficiency? Oh, it's a heavy crossbow, not a light crossbow. Hmm. Ah. Ah. Right then. Well, is there anything? Do I have a light crossbow? I have a longbow. I don't think bards get proficiency with longbow though. You can try. Yeah, you don't. Oh, we have some arrows. That's very helpful for the weapons that nobody can use. I can't even open his inventory while he's in wolf shape. Makes sense because everything melds with you whenever you wild shape. I would actually. Does the new druid work like that? Actually, you know what? I have it set up where I can. Hold on. We can actually check because I I was prepared today. I came prepared because I can do. Bam. We got this. Which great. It's great because you guys can see it, but I actually can't. I have to go over here and actually open it up in the thing. So I'm probably gonna be like looking off screen, looking all funky. I was reading the rules for the new 1D&D. I've just been looking at a whole bunch of the new stuff. I think I'm going to put together like a little news document or something, like just like a little like maybe a tweet, maybe a short or something that like just goes through a quick summary of tabletop game news of like, hey, here's like some Kickstarters that started. Here's like, um, you know, this game is getting like a new book was announced, something like that. I don't know. I don't know if there's actually enough news that happens on a week by week basis for tabletop games for something like that. But I don't know. I consume enough of that content that I feel like I could put it together in a nice organized way. One thing I will say about 1D&D is it does have a much better organization for a lot of these rules. Even if some of them are dumb, like I was talking to Blue earlier about where I put it. What page? What page? I passed it. the invisible, invisible condition. According to these rules right here, if you have a creature in front of you that is invisible, and you cast see invisibility on yourself, so you can now see invisible creatures, you can not target that invisible creature that you can now see. You can't target it with any spells that require you to see the target, because it is still technically invisible. The see invisibility spell just lets you know it's there and negates the attack roll advantage on it, which is silly. It should not work like that. Yeah, I guess the whole point of see invisibility now is that it no longer gets advantage on attack rolls against you, and you no longer have disadvantage on attack rolls against it. Specifically, only with weapons. Let me read this right. Oh no, just attack rolls. Okay, so it's not just weapons. It's attack rolls. So like, hold person, even if you can see them, you can't cast it on them because they have invisibility. It's dumb. It's better than what we had, but it's still dumb. Everything else from what I've read through here actually makes pretty decent sense. Long rest is a little bit better because you get all your hit dice back and stuff. The new exhaustion rules are actually better because exhaustion now is just every level of exhaustion you have is just a -1 to everything. Like any d20 roll you make, exhaustion just adds a -1 to that, which I think is way better than the rules we had where you had to like basically pull up the chart, because even playing a character that got levels of exhaustion frequently, it's hard to like remember what they all did. Makes you wonder, is see invisibility just edge highlighting the invisible creature? Do you just see the outline silhouette? I don't know. I don't really... I struggle to understand what Wizards of the Coast thinks some of these spells behave like. Because invisibility is pretty obvious. You can't see them anymore, right? But then see invisibility, does it just turn them back to normal? Does it just let you... I guess it just lets you know it's there? I don't know. But yeah, I wanted to look at the druid thing because of a point I was going to make. Control F. Druid. Drid. No, that's not how you spell druid. There we go, druid. Only 109 entries. That's bard. Why? Oh, druid circles. Okay. Yeah, bard getting to pick their spell list now is actually really cool. Druid, I want to go down to... Yeah, they still earn Druidic. Wild Shape as a bonus action. Use Wild Shape again. 1, 4, 3 form as a beast stat block. Start with a riding horse. Okay. Your game stats are replaced by statistics of the beast. We obtain your hit points. Yep. Objects. Okay, your ability to handle objects is determined by the form's limit rather than your own. In addition, you choose whether your equipment falls to the ground, or your space, or emerges in your form, or is worn by it. Yep, that's what I was looking for. Okay, so 1D&D added that little line right there. That is amazing. I love that. Because druids now get armor. See, like, if you want armor, you have to get that like permission from the DM. But if you have a backpack, yeah, now you can just, like, if you have a backpack and like a scarf, and you want to be like, you know, an iconic wolf that has like stuff. Like I want to be a wolf that's like very identifiable, and like when I shapeshift, I still want to have some of my gear worn. It doesn't just drop to the ground, and I have to have somebody come over and put the scarf on me. No, I just want to be a wolf wearing a scarf, or a wolf wearing goggles, or whatever. You can do that now. You can just be a wolf wearing a backpack, and you can just carry all the items in your backpack instead of having it all melded with you. And I could be like, oh yeah, but somebody needs something in the backpack. You can just trot over to them as you know, the wolf or whatever, and be like, hey guys, you can just pull whatever you need out of the backpack. This little doggy bag, you know, They make those for dogs. I had a dog. We used to have like a little vest you could put on it, and on long walks, you put a little bottle of water on the side. And that way, if the dog gets thirsty, you pull out the bowl, pull out the water bottle, and you can give him some water. It's right there. The dog's carrying its own water. It's perfect. I love this. I love this so much. The new druid changes. I really want to play one of these druids. Also, you can speak while in wild shape now. I have mixed feelings about this because playing charades is fun, but it's a lot more fun when you're in person. And it does kind of get a little old. Wait, which one? The druids being able to speak or druids being able to wear items? Because I'm pretty sure it just said it melded a new form or dropped to the ground. Unless I just always glazed over that because I just assumed I knew how it worked. I do that sometimes. You're just reading through like, oh yeah, I know how this class works. So you just don't actually read how your ability works. And then you get into combat or something. It's like, yeah, I do this. And everyone's like, no, actually you can't. It doesn't work like that. I used to do that a lot. But yeah. You choose whether your equipment falls to the ground in your space, merging the form, or is worn by it. Huh. Yeah, I guess I just never read it. Oh, you can see me moving things in the background, I think. I'm mousing over, like, reading your guys' comments. Your equipment doesn't change size or shape to match new form, and any equipment in the new form must either fall together or merge with it. Equipment merges the form has no effects until you... Okay, so it looks like they did change it a little bit because it says your equipment functions as normal, but the DM decides... no, I guess some of that text is copied over. Yeah. An equipment that your new form can't wear must either fall to ground or merge with it. I don't know. I can tell you as a GM, I would be pretty lenient with what I would allow. Armor, I would definitely have you like pay more, give it some like extra joints or maybe like some extra leather straps or something so it could be worn in both. Like you'd definitely have to be like paying more for that. But I don't know. I think it's cool. I think it's really cool. Yeah, I guess I just never read the way it worked before and I just assumed I knew how it worked. I gotta learn something every day. But I don't think armor is as big of a deal for wild shape now because if you go down like the only one that really uses wild shape in combat would be Circle of the Moon, and I think they get to use your armor now. You either use your AC or your beast form AC, whichever is higher. So if you're wearing armor, you retain the benefit of it anyways because that's your AC. So with this version, if you wanted to have like an armored bear or something like Megan said earlier, yeah, I 100% would be like, yeah, sure. It rules as written, it probably doesn't fit your new form, but I don't see any reason to limit it when mechanically you're already getting the benefit of it. Also, druids can wear metal now. They just removed that. That argument is gone. It is laid to rest. Personally, I think it'd be best to use the rules for creating mount armor. If you want an armored bear, you gotta remake that wild shape before donning it. In current D&D, yeah, I could be I can see that as a reasonable middle ground. Sure. You basically just kind of like curl up inside the armor because armored bear is going to be way bigger than you are, and then you wild shape. Yeah. Otherwise, beast stat blocks would be getting some boosted AC. Well, you already get to use your AC, so if you're wearing armor, it just uses your armor now. Also, beast stat blocks don't give as much in 1D&D. The only thing they give in 1D&D, if we go up back to the wild shape, They only give you um, if they have a skill, you get to add your proficiency bonus to them. In addition to those of the creature, and you get its strength, con, and dex scores. Everything else you keep. So, like, you keep your hit points, your hit dice, your mental stats, your class features. So, smiting bears and other stuff like that is really good. Yeah, I think the as a GM, and I think most GMs probably feel this way, if you have your own setting, I would say it would be very dependent on what your average druid does. I would say, sure, if I had some very, like a sect of very, very hermits, they were very more spiritual with the earth, they would probably choose to abstain from wearing metal. But your average druid, especially one that's going to be getting in fights, I feel like there's no reason why they can't be wearing armor in anything that Wizards of the Coast has published. And I don't really see any reason to enforce that based purely on just a throwaway bit of flavor text. I mean, if you look at most of the classes, there's so much flavor text. Like a lot of the monk stuff talks about like monasteries and stuff. I have actually never played at a table with a monk that was from a monastery, even though the flavor text for monks almost exclusively talk about monasteries, especially in older editions. So I feel like that's just it has almost no mechanical uh like no mechanical impact. And if they really wanted to enforce it, then they have to add something like Dragon Scale or like Iron Bark, stuff that used to be in older editions that druids would wear, and they just didn't. Um, one has changed a bit of stuff from 5e to make it less necessary to keep track of all the beasts in the monster manual. They actually rolled back on that. You can choose any beast you want now as long as it's of the appropriate challenge rating and meets the other requirements. But it's not just the 3 stat blocks, which is I understand the 3 stat block ideas, right? It made it a lot easier. It made it scale better because moon druids at level 3 are literally gods among men. They are practically invincible. If you kill a moon druid at 3rd level, you probably did not do that by reducing their HP to 0. Like, speaking just of just how much HP they have, how much damage they can do, how high they can roll on things. They get early access to, I believe they can use like the multi attack from things. There is no way you are killing a moon druid at 3rd level purely by dropping its hit points to 0, unless you are like just trying to kill the party. Sure. Um, but then you get to that like those 2 levels like right before they get their elemental shape, and it's like, yeah, they can turn into like a giant constrictor snake, and they're still just a massive lump of HP on the battlefield, which is always going to be good. But they're 2 hit, and a lot of their skills and stuff just aren't going to be as good as the other party. And they hit elemental shape the next level, and they're back to being like just amazing. They're back to just being incredible. And then you hit like 18th level, and it's like, well, the elemental shape doesn't scale up to 18th level. It's only like what, CR4, CR5, something like that. So it's like at 18th level, you're fighting things that are CR18, probably even higher. Probably fighting like CR20s. Yeah, which is kind of like why I liked the templates, because you could just play a dire wolf for life. I love that. And they scaled a lot better. The problem was that when you pick those templates, you didn't feel like a dire wolf, which I agree that was bad. Like they needed more customization. I think dire wolf is one of the coolest wild shapes, and if you're going to shapeshift into one, I want to feel like there's a dire wolf on the battlefield. Either me or my allies or even an enemy. I want to feel like I'm fighting that beast. Yeah, like the giant constrictor snake is great, but I think statistically speaking that is the best one at that level. I might be wrong, but it's like its two hit was it's pretty poor, but it has a lot of HP. Yeah, I'll still say Moon Druid is the best druid. I don't care if it's mechanically the best druid. It is at least my favorite. I think it's so cool. Gotta pound some more water. Hydration check. But yeah, so I understand why they did the templates. I just think well, it had to be medium-sized creatures, so you actually couldn't be the level 18 squirrel. As funny as that would be. I know in 3.5 you could literally turn into like a diminutive spider. Like you could turn into like a regular house spider. Nothing crazy, no magical effects, not like a giant spider. You're not playing like anything crazy. You could be just like a 2-inch long house spider, and you could run up to somebody, and while you're wild shaped, you retained your physical stats and everything, and you could just punch somebody for like 30 damage as a level 18 druid shapeshift into a 2-inch spider. It was great. But yeah, the templates. Oh yeah, where direwolves can knock people prone. It's really good, and the pack tactics is also really really good. Which I feel like that the scaling is better because now you get to keep your hit points, your hit dice. If you're a moon druid, you get to add additional hit dice equal to the creature. It's temporary hit HP equal to the creature's HP, or 3 times your druid level. I think whichever's lower. I disagree. I think it should be whichever is higher. Because if you want to shapeshift into a moon or not a moon druid, into a dire wolf for the entire game, at 18th level, the HP is not going to scale very well, even if all your other stats did scale well, and you could actually still be effective as like offensively speaking, you could be effective as the dire wolf. You still wouldn't have the HP to back it up. So I think it should be whichever you get temporary HP based off of whichever's higher. Um, I think that would help scaling and survivability a lot. I think they're probably scared to do something like that. Speaking for Wizards of the Coast, because they don't want people to just have just giant piles of HP 2 or 3 times every short rest. And actually, I think you get more wild shapes now than you did before. Yeah, you get up to 4 wild shapes now. So, like, I mean, Moon Druids are going to be pretty insane at higher levels because you'll just shapeshift and just have as yeah, like let me just multiply my HP by 4 effectively. Which I mean at 18th level I don't think it matters. At 18th level HP drain is probably not the biggest threat on the battlefield. You have Power Word Kill, you have Meteor Swarm, which is just I mean I guess that is HP damage, but that's like 0 to 100 HP damage. That's like we're just wiping you off the face of the planet HP damage. Not like I'm just gonna hit you really hard damage, like something like I don't know, like an ancient dragon claw attack is gonna hurt. But it's not going to remove your character from the battlefield in one hit. Right? And with like some of the new features that they're getting with like how they can still cast abjuration spells, and now all healing spells are abjuration spells, not conjuration anymore. Hey, you can cast like cure wounds as a wolf now, which is so cool. That is so druidic. Also, if you just just pick up something like uh was it magic initiate and just grab the shield spell, hey, now you're a druid that can shapeshift, full caster, have all these wild shapes, and you can cast shield. I think it would be interesting if you could only choose a number of forms to take, apply certain limits between different druids. Say you begin with 4 forms, so you can unlock more at higher levels. Yes, actually, that is how it works now. Where is it? Wild shape. Known forms. You start knowing 3 forms for this feature, chosen among the beast stat block that have a maximum challenge rating, blah, blah, blah. Again, the swim speed is gone. You can be swim speed from level 1, which makes sense. Swim speed isn't that strong. And if you're playing in a situation where you need a swim speed, I mean, it's whatever. But yeah, so you may start with like just the quick start thing of riding horse, spider, and wolf. And when you finish a long rest, you can swap them out with other forms. And you get up to 5 forms at 8th level. I think this is great. You just prepare your forms for the day of like what you think you need to transform into. I mean, this scales pretty decently. At 8th level, you should have, I mean, not only just a big repertoire of animals you can pull from, but also a fairly decent idea of what they can do, how to use them, and what you're going to need in the day ahead. Right? Now I don't have to choose between healing and losing wild shape if somebody goes down in combat. Yes. And it's great. I think Revivify is still Conjuration. I would have to check. But, you know, you can cast Healing Word now. Just like do a wolf howl, just, oh, Healing Word, you're up. Like, I love that. I love that so much. Oh yeah, that would be very helpful for DMs too, because now they don't have to like flip through the monster manual of, oh god, what did the druid do today? Oh god, what now? They were flipping through the monster manual before the session started. Now I'm scared. What do I need to know? What can I possibly prepare for this time? Animal minis. I feel like if you have a druid, especially a 5e druid, you just buy like a generic animal mini. Just buy like a wolf or like a little mammoth or a rhino or something, and like that's the wild shape. Anything after that, that's on the druid to buy. Revivifies necromancy, many healing spells for evocation. Were they? You know, actually, that sounds right. Because I remember there's some like weird interaction between like the evocation wizard and taking levels in cleric. I think I read about that somewhere. I don't remember what it was. I think I read that somewhere. Yeah, Revivify being necromancy, that definitely makes sense. Yeah, if you can heal quick enough, you don't need to Revivify. What I would like to see them do in 5e, which it looks like they're going to, with some of the changes of making healing more accessible. It's not bigger numbers, but it's more accessible for a lot of classes and stuff. Is it seems like they're going to make healing more impactful, especially now. Let me double check. I think that if you drop to 0 HP and go knock unconscious, when you get rezzed, you take a level of exhaustion. So now it's actually better not to fall to 0 HP at all. Because level exhaustion, that's a -1 to every d20 dice roll you're making. You get a 26 millimeter base and a wad of clay, make your own damn animal. That's actually pretty cool. Or Theater of the Mind. Yeah. Theater of the Mind is a pretty catch-all for D&D, especially when you have a lot of stuff going on and it's like impromptu. You can't prepare for everything. But have a little clay lump if you're playing in person could actually be really fun. Just keep like a wad of it on the side, and every time like the druid wants to do something, just like chuck a little clay at him. Here you go. Go wild. But yeah, I want to check. I bet you I could actually just Control F this. Unconscious. I don't know how to spell unconscious. It doesn't have any in it. Okay, we'll just roll with this. There's only 11 entries. I'll get it eventually. Oh, it's an S. SC? Why? English. I hate English. Unconscious. You don't even pronounce the S. It's a silent S. Why? Why? Okay, whatever. Okay, that's the rogues have stuff they can do with their sneak attack now. That's really cool. Death saving throws. On your third successful, you regain 1 hit point, but you're unconscious, and start a short rest, which is silly. You remain unconscious until you're getting more hit points, or until another creature uses an action to administer first aid. Player test removes the notion, stabilizing a creature. I could have swore I read that somewhere, but maybe it was somebody saying that's something they should add. Hmm. Maybe that was somebody throwing out something they should add. I would like that. I think that's a good rule. Actually, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, I think it was probably EXP to level 3. I've been watching so many D&D videos lately. But yeah, I think that it was EXP to level 3 that said that. But I like that. I think that's a great idea. I think that if you drop to 0 HP, there should be a penalty. Yeah. Like the healing word whack-a-mole is a problem in 5e. I feel like because it's just more efficient to let someone fall to 0 HP and bring them back up. Because if they have 5 HP and take 10 damage, they go to 0 HP. If they have 5 HP, you heal them for 5 HP and they take 10 damage, they're still at 0 HP, they're still knocked unconscious, and you wasted your healing spell. Healing is just so bad in 5e. I would really like to see it become better, but not required. And I have no clue how to balance that. That would be a very tricky thing to balance. But I would like to see it. I would be there for it. I personally would like to play a healer. I talked about this before. I like playing the healer role. I have no problem sitting in the back, showering the party with buffs and healing and keeping everybody happy and in the party and just alive. I think that's fun. And when there's no one to buff or heal, I pull out a gun. It's like I'm a doctor, but just start blasting. French might be worse with all the silent letters. Yeah, but English decided to adopt French bullshit worse with all the silent letters. Yeah, but
Are we back?
English decided to adopt French bullshit. Oh, I don't think that worked. Worse with all the silent letters. Wait. Was that it? Was that it?
Yeah, but
Are we
English
back?
decided to adopt French bullshit.
Oh, wait, I think we're back.
Worse with all the silent letters.
Okay.
Wait.
Was that it? Was that it?
Are we back?
Wait, but why? I hear myself looping on repeat, and I don't know where that's from. Okay.
Wait.
Was that it? Was that it? Are we back? Wait, but why? I hear myself looping on repeat, and I don't know where that's from. Okay.
Wait.
Was that it? Was that it? Are you guys hearing the stuff in the background, or is that just me? Am I crazy? There's an echo.
I hear myself
looping on repeat, and I don't know where that's. But I didn't change any settings. Wait, hold on. Let me. Well, I'm gonna change any settings. It's your inner thoughts? Yeah, I guess. They're really breaking out now. Hold on. Let me. Well, I'm gonna change any settings. Oh, because that got unmuted. When Discord crashed, it unmuted itself. Wild. Okay, but hey, we're back. I have no clue why OBS died. I have no clue what I was even saying. I was going off on some tangent about something or other. And yeah, I have my stream on the other screen so that I can see it. And that's how I knew that everything had died. That's why I do that. I keep my stream open because after the first time I streamed and I was however long into it and I realized there was no game audio. And that one time that I streamed for like 20 minutes with my mic muted. Yeah, so now I keep my stream open and I monitor my stream. But anyways, I have no clue what I was talking about. I feel like somebody just did a hard reset on my brain. I feel like I feel like I don't know. It's like it's like a chalkboard that's been wiped clean. I have It's like I don't remember what happened in the last 5 minutes other than everything going to shit. I gotta like hunt down the clues now of what I was doing. I was looking at the unconscious condition and I was talking about going to zero and whack-a-moling back up. But I don't remember where I was going with that. Anyways, I think I proved my point. I have this open, but I'm going to take this text off the screen. And yeah, there we go. I guess we can just keep playing Solasta. I'm healing in D&D and wanting to shoot people if you had no one to heal. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I think it's a valid way to play it. Wait. Is that what I was talking about, or is that what you want to do? Because I legitimately don't remember what tangent I was going on, where I was taking it. I don't know. Make healing an actual role you can do in D&D if you so choose. I think if we go to the point where it's like required, that's just going to be bad gameplay. I don't think very many people are going to enjoy that at all. Is that what I was talking about? Yeah, it probably was. You guys probably know where I'm taking this more than I do. Sometimes I just start and I don't know where it's going to end. I just pump myself full of good vibes and caffeine, and I just roll. Here, Ken, you can have those gorilla pellets. You beat them to death with your bare hands, so they should go to you. Healing in combat should be to mitigate your losses until the enemy is defeated. Currently, there's just no big consequence for dropping somebody to zero because getting back up from zero is too forgiving. Yes. Yep. I'll go ahead and leave the jungle sounds on. Nice, soothing ASMR jungle sounds to get dysentery and leeches too. But yeah, I think that healing, there's like a sweet spot where if you make healing too strong, you're required to have a healer in the party. But if you have healing where it is now, you just wait for everyone to be effectively dead, then you just bring them back. And players are like water. I want to say this like Asmongold does. Players are like water, and water always flows down the easiest path. So players are always going to play the easiest, most optimal path. And right now, why on earth would I heal you at 5 hit points when I could heal you back to 5 hit points next turn? Like, just let you drop to 0, and I'll just bring you back to 5 as a bonus action. Ideally, healing will be rewarding, but not so much that it'll become mandatory to have a healer. Yep. Yeah, 100% agreed. Like, at no point should you be required to have a healer in D&D. It's not an MMO, even though I equate a lot of things to MMOs, and sorry, I just noticed something. I had to fix that. Yeah, there's like, I equate a lot of things to MMOs and other video games. I think it's great to pull from other video games as a resource, as inspiration, but having like a tank healer DPS dynamic like you do in video games and pretty much every major MMO would be terrible for D&D as a game. Even though it's one of the easiest to balance things, I'll argue that in MMOs you really should, because it just, the way to balance the game out, you just need to have certain things. A lot of MMOs have tried to have, oh, you can play any class you want. There is no like holy trinity. There is no tank class. There is no healer class. There are no DPSs. Everyone can do whatever they want. And in every single case that I am aware of, players themselves have made the Holy Trinity because it's the most optimal way to play. If you don't have the Trinity, it. I'm talking purely in video games, by the way, purely in video games. If you don't have the Holy Trinity, it just makes life harder for the players, because now everyone is trying to manage 3 different roles in a class, or in a if you're in a boss fight, you have all these mechanics and stuff. Do you want to handle 3 roles or 1 role? And if you have everyone just managing 1 role, they can be better at it, and because they're better at it, it can go smoothly. That the healer can have more healing than anyone could individually trying to manage 3. The tank, you have all the healing just needs to go to 1 person because the tank is sitting there tanking. They've, spec'd into just not dying and holding the enemy's attention, and the DPS can DPS because they've spec'd into just doing as much damage as possible. They don't have to worry about as much damage mitigation. I mean, to an extent, you're always going to have to worry about that. But not to the point that the tank does. And as the DPS, you don't need to worry about healing yourself, because the healer's doing that, right? So you don't have to worry about juggling all these different things. MMOs, pretty much any MMO worth its salt, is going to have the Holy Trinity. Whether you like it or not, from a purely mechanical gameplay perspective, it's almost required, and if not, the players will make it required. And an attempt to do that in 4E. Yeah, 4E had some like weird quirks like that. I mean, they kind of worked. They weren't necessarily the most fun to play, which is why I think in a tabletop game it's not something that should be required. I think that it would just be a deficit to the game as a whole if you required them to be a healer, or required them to be a tank, or required someone to be a controller. I think controller was a type in 4E. I think tabletop games are just structured so much differently, right? So much differently to the point that I just, it just shouldn't play the same.
This gate is massive.
Can we open it? What's inside?
There are empty spaces here for something beetle-shaped.
That's very specific. I'm glad I just noticed that right away. I need something beetle-shaped.
There are empty spaces here for something beetle-shaped.
Something beetle-shaped. So I guess the gorillas were guarding a beetle door, which sounds like the name of a wizard, an evil wizard beetle door. Was this optional? Did I actually not need to do any of this? Wait, hold on. The minimap tells me that there's loot? It's awesome. I love this minimap thing. I'm like just barely hovering on the screen, and it's irritating me. Okay. I'll just do it like this. And it's going to do this for some reason. I don't know why. Yeah, there we go. I'm not hovering anymore. Let's see. Scroll of Conjure Animals. Ooh, I wonder if it's as OP as it is in 5e. Or normal 5e, I should say. And Oil of Acuteness. Oh, I'm cute. Use the primal to enchant it. Okay, so we enchant our armor by making it cute. Ooh. I don't have anybody that wears armor. Well, I guess technically warlocks and bards do, but... Fairy Fire, I love it. Comprehend languages. You know... Wait. I don't know why I did that. Yeah, comprehend languages is always great to have if it comes up. I do kind of like situational spells like that, because it's like... It doesn't feel good if you have a very limited amount of spells. But someone like a wizard where... You know, you have a bunch of spells, and you know if you're going into social situations, it's no consequence just to have it on your list and just slap it on there for the day. Oh yeah, we're going into, the Goblin district of this city, but none of us speak Goblin. I'll just slap a, comprehend languages on my spell list, and we're good to go for the day. I think spells like that are great. Very situational, but they just feel good when you get to pull them out and be like, oh yeah, I have a solution to this problem. I would like to see more class features like that too. Because I don't want everything to just be like pigeonholed into spells. I feel like, oh, that dark vision lasted a while. 8 hours, I think. But, you know, like some class features of, you know, like paladins detect good and evil. I think that's a great one. Where it's like, yeah, it only lasts a round, but if you need to know if something's around, it can actually be really cool, especially in like RP situations where it's like, that guy over there, I'm getting suspicious vibes from him. Let's check it. You know, detect magic. That one's a little more useful in a lot of situations, but it's still good to be able to like, pull out of your back pocket. I'd like to see more stuff like that from more classes. Especially if you can make it not a spell. I don't know where I'm going. Can I cross? Oh, I can cross the river up there, I think. There's some stuff over here, too. Yeah. We can just himbo the tree down. There we go. Oh, well, can I get to this side? Well, okay, those two can. And then they can himbo the rock for me. Well, you can do it. I believe in you can. Our perfectly cubed rocks. That's one thing at lower levels that's also nice. For like monks and rogues. That mobility. I guess rangers too. Like the mobility to just kind of move around the battlefield, move around like exploration stuff. Is this a puzzle? Am I supposed to climb down this waterfall? I think so. Because stuff like this would be perfect for like a ranger or a monk or like a thief rogue. It's like, this is your moment to shine. I think that's awesome. Wait, why? Oh, okay. Well, let's check that out and give that a try. Wonder... So there is a spot that I think only a monk can go. Or maybe also another class with good athletics. Monks just have, you know, that class feature that lets them jump further. Can you just jump down? Is this a puzzle? Am I actually supposed to do this before I can get all the way over? Let me push it one. Oh, I bet you that's a shortcut to climb back up. Maybe. I don't know. I'm just clicking on everything that highlights orange. Is that... Okay. I guess that is opening like a shortcut. We got a cube up here. No path to destination. I mean, I guess I can always just use my last step of the wind and see if that'll let me jump up there. No, I'm definitely supposed to drop down, I think. Am I? Not sure. Yeah, it looks like there's a puzzle up here. But how do I even get to it? Gotta get to it from the other side. Okay. Is he going? Okay. I'm thinking, I'm putting like my, all of my brain power into this one jumping puzzle. I'm just gonna throw, Ken at it, and we are just going to use his himbo powers. And we're just gonna jump and click on everything that highlights orange. And pray that that solves the puzzle. Because if it doesn't, I got nothing. Okay, we can get to the other side. What does getting to the other side do? I can loot this. This is loot, right? Yeah. River Emerald. I'll take it. Gemstones are just as valuable and lighter than gold. Can you... Okay. I don't know why it worked like that. Alright. So that gets me to the other side. Why would I want to go to the other side? Unless it's just more river emeralds. Serpentinite. I will take more gemstones. I don't know what I'll use them for. But I'm sure at the very least I can sell them. Okay. That... Can I? Oh, I jump across to here. I climb up on top of this bit. And then I jump down. And then I jump down here. And I drop the rock. And I don't know what dropping the rock does. Why did the monk cross the lake to get to the other side? I mean, and monks can do it just for the hell of it, because at 9th level you can walk on water. Just cool. Get to turn into like D&D Jesus. Okay, well, I did a bunch of jumping, and now I'm clicking on the orange highlighted thing, and it's not working. So I am out. I'm tapped. I have no clue how to complete this. I will welcome back seeding if anyone has any ideas. I've got... Well, a wild shape ran out. But if I... Oh, wait. I would say I push it the other direction, then we can climb up this. But that doesn't accomplish anything, since I can just run this side. And you can't even get to the other side to push it there. What if? Okay. It said earlier that I can blast things with cantrips to move them, and I have Repelling Blast. An enemy, creature, or object. No. Okay. We cannot blast the perfectly cubed rocks. I literally have nothing. Either it will let me to the other side. Yeah, is this thing no path to destination? So maybe there's no point to it. Maybe it's just there for decoration. Like, yeah, you can already get to the other side without moving the rock. So, I don't think it does anything. It's a red herring. It's just there to confuse me. It worked. That thing had my full attention. I'll leave the jungle. That was easy. It still looks like I'm in the jungle to me, but I mean, I'm no expert on jungles. Just himbo some more of these rocks for me there, Ken. So that all the, you know, people like me and the other casters, we're not quite as athletic as you. Ken's just built different. I wonder... Oh yeah, I'll knock this down first. That way everyone can get to the other side. Holy shit. That's one hell of a jump. Wait, what happened if I failed? Would I just end up in the water? Would I just be washed away? It's one thing. If I have a character that can get access to the jump spell, I will almost always take it. I just think the jump spell is so neat. Just run and jump good. Okay, that's opening up quite a bit. I should go with the rest of the party. Yeah, run and jump good is just cool, in my opinion. Now we actually have a structure here, so I should... What is this?
This rock is blocking the way into the grotto. This rock is blocking the way into the grotto.
Have you tried punching it? Well, now let me punch the rock. We cannot... We can't be like, Chris Redfield out here. We can't be just punch the boulders out of the way. You drown as you go over a waterfall. It's D&D. That is very deadly. That is something that could happen, I'd imagine. Just like, oh no, yeah, you just fall into a little bit of water. There's a waterfall down there. Just make some athletics checks to swim out. Oh god, why is everyone rolling like a 2 and a 3? Why is the entire party going over the waterfall now? Who could have foreseen this? I think didn't Z Bashu make a video about that? About just the like one of his characters getting stuck in like a slow moving like waterway that goes over a waterfall, and he just couldn't roll the athletics checks to get out of it. Yeah, how did I total party kill? It was literally a slow moving like, it was literally a creek. It was a creek. All you had to do was stand up. All you had to do was roll higher than a 2. Why did the sorcerer jump into the green mystery sparkly rift? Look, Pointy Hat did a video just the other day, and he called what I did. He called what everyone does. The player with the most ADHD is going to jump into the portal. The player with the highest anxiety is going to be forced to follow everyone else through. I am definitely the player with the most ADHD. Right, let's talk to these guys. Yeah, let's get the whole party in here to talk to him. I want to hear what Barbie has to say.
Well met and rejoice, noble visitors. My name is
Oh god, it's an elf.
Rejoice? In the middle of nowhere?
But of course, rejoice to have met me.
And
Oh,
who are
yep,
you
he's definitely an
exactly?
elf.
You wouldn't hail from Masgarth, perchance?
And what if we did?
I
Heard of the
honestly don't know where that
scavenger?
is, so I
Sure.
could have.
Well, here we call ourselves the Forge.
That's not a very elfish name. What do you do?
Would you care to remind us of your fields of activity, friend?
I prefer
Of
AD
course. You
360p.
clear a place of its, shall we say, inhabitants.
Is
You tell us
360p
where,
even a thing? I thought it was
and we bring
440p.
out what you left behind and resell it. And you get your fair share of the gleanings.
And your share is quite generous?
It is, but consider the time and trouble you save.
And what other services do you offer?
Wait, I wasn't even paying attention to
Information,
him. What did he want from me?
Magical components, sometimes items, and we can always use some help.
Help? What kind of help?
The profitable kind.
Barbie's
You
asking the
help
real
us,
questions. It's
and
going to make
we
us some
help
money.
you. And, in time, out of an encounter in the swamps blossoms true friendship. Which reminds me, I have a small errand, if you're interested.
We're listening. What's the job?
Deliver a pack of meat to the capital city. My friend
That
Henrik,
seems
the butcher,
surprisingly simple.
will give you a receipt to bring back to me.
We'll see what we can do.
Many thanks.
I mean, I am a delivery boy.
What do you know about this less than fair valley?
It is sealed off from the outside, since the only exits are controlled by the Redeemers.
No clue to
The
Redeemers,
ruler
and they're
of the valley
scary.
is called Ornetus.
They're the
He
big
is some
beetle
kind
things
of
we saw at the
magician.
beginning, I think.
He lives in the city, in the upper city to be precise.
He's a snob and gives quests, I think. Well, he's an elf. And he's definitely been snobby, and those things check out. Remember, around elves, watch yourselves. There we go. Because little did you know, dwarves only make up 3% of the sentient population, but have invented over 75% of racial slurs, most of which are directed towards elves. I don't know what any of
Ornetus
this
is the ruler?
means.
Yes,
That's a guy, okay.
Our beloved Lord Protector.
Was he already the ruler at the time of the Cataclysm?
Possibly, though I wasn't around at the time.
Unlikely.
Redeemers are people who
Surprising,
save
and
up a
yet
whole bunch
fascinating.
of coupons and shop points. Makes sense. I've done that before. You know, you go, you got like $20 in your wallet, and you're like, I'm gonna buy $25 worth of stuff. Because I'm not very good at couponing. I've seen some people who can get like $60 or $70 worth of stuff on $20. It's kind of impressive, but it takes so long. Like, you gotta like really be going through those websites and printing off all the coupons, and you gotta be like certain, like, buying this brand between these days. You gotta buy 2 of this pack in order to get the best deal on the coupon. I don't have the time and effort. I don't have the time, and it's too much effort. That's really what I should say. More power to the people that do it, though.
This city you mentioned,
Caer Hifrid, an ancient Malakalan garrison
Hifrid,
city.
Okay.
the name
I think
Caer
they've
does
mentioned that
hint
before.
At a Manacalon origin, before the Cataclysm.
A Manacalon fortress? It survived the Cataclysm?
I've been there, and the architecture is clearly imperial. There
Alright.
really is no accounting for taste.
You mentioned an upper city.
Aye,
Sure.
Ornetus and his court live there. The lower city is home to the common folk. Ornetus isn't quite as racist as the Empire was, but his inner circle, they're only high elves.
Ah. And we don't have any of those in the party. Well, I guess we'll just get kicked out. I'm not gonna cry about that. Yeah,
We
I
should
guess we'll
go.
go.
Stay in the light.
Sure. Telling a warlock to stay in the light. Oh, we did pick up that quest. Okay. Oh, so they're like a full-on faction you can like ally with and work with, I guess. I didn't know this game had faction mechanics. I'm looking at this text. See if I can actually read it. They also have magical and financial treasures from across the valley and other unique secrets of their own, including, wondrous items. Does 5e even use the term wondrous item? Or did they just go straight into like the rarity system? Yeah, imagine telling a drow to stay in the light. They just step outside and just shield their eyes. Oh god! It burns! It burns! I crack myself up. Anyways, when you have cleared the location of monsters, go to any forge outpost and report. They will send their people to collect any remaining loot and sell it. Each time you visit a forge camp, you can claim the money they owe you. Oh, that's neat. They take a portion of the total value of what they brought back. You also have the chance to buy back some of the collected loot before it's sold. Wait, why don't I just... Is this loot I leave behind, or is this like they're just scavenging stuff from a location on top of the loot that I could have gotten? Because I'll just pick up and carry everything. I'll just buy like 3 bags of holding, and I'll buy a donkey. I mean, no loot left behind. I am a loot goblin. I wish goblin was a playable race in this game. End goblin hate. Let me play as a goblin. Let's see. Are any of these guys merchants? I bet you this guy is.
You can rest here if you want.
Not a merchant.
Hey there. Name's
Hey!
Sanko Flint.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
Teleria must have asked you to do something for us. I'd like to ask you something too. Since I gather you're
All
trekking
right.
through the
What
area.
is it?
What do you need?
Some friends of mine vanished while checking some ruins nearby.
Gorillas
As
got him.
surely as if a blizzard buried them on
100%.
the tundra.
And you want us to find them?
If they're alive, please bring them back. If you find proof of their deaths, I'd like to return it to their families.
What proof would that be?
They'd carry an amulet of the forge, like mine. If you find corpses with that, well, don't underestimate the dangers of this valley. I'm not
Oh,
sending you
no,
after a
I did,
remoras,
and then I met some
but
gorillas.
Watch out, nonetheless.
I'm not
We'll
underestimating
see
them
what we
anymore.
can do.
Thanks, friends. Stay in the light.
People seem to be very fond of the light here. I will definitely take a short rest, get my spell slots and key points back. Ooh, no, we don't need a long rest. Short rest. And, yep. I would like to sell some of this stuff off, because we are a little encumbered. I think I could have rolled hit dice for him, but I didn't. Whatever. I'll just throw a spell at him. I have healing word. Do I have... I guess I don't have cure wounds. I like that she plays the lute when she casts. That's fun. That really adds some bardic flavor. Oh, is he a merchant? I should talk to him again. Yes, he is. Oh, he has a light crossbow. Yeah, I can just give that to Barbie, and I can just sell the rest of this junk. Wait. Hand axe. Okay, it's just regular hand axe. Can I organize this? Okay, so I can enchant those. Just trying to figure out what's junk and what's not junk. A superb hand axe. There we go. Okay, no, we won't. So that. Keep the superb hand axe. I'll take it. Craft clothes. I'm not gonna be a seamstress here. Stay in the light because the elves lurk in the Underdark. Oh, I need to equip this armor too. Just get rid of the stuff we don't need first. Dagger. Can we throw daggers? Yes, you can. So I'll actually hold on to the dagger. We will conclude that. 18 gold. Very nice. let me give people things they need. Ken can hold on to that. I'll hold on to the hand axe. Barbie can have the crossbow. Barbie can equip the crossbow. Ken can hold on to the other dagger. We don't need the longbow. What is this? We can sell that. We can sell the gorilla pelts. Sell the... This is real high octane gameplay here. This is how real pros play. You know, if you look carefully, you can see that I am really min-maxing. I'm playing the meta. I'm really pushing the limits of what is possible in this game. Pros are gonna like stumble upon this stream and be like, "Damn, this kid knows what's up." Gonna like enlist me into like FaZe Clan or something. I don't even know what these potions. Well, okay, doing it. They do. Oh, maybe not the oil. What is the oil? That's very descriptive. I don't know why I need it. What do you have? Dried meat. Okay, so you have the package. I could let you equip the shield, but then you can't cast spells. I could take away your sword so you can cast spells, but then you can't attack. Screw it, I don't need the shield. Wow, they even incorporated the 20 to 30 minute shopping phase of D&D. What are you talking about? It's a whole session. You have the shopping session in D&D. Everyone goes to the market and you just have like a big hoopla about who buys what, how much, what are you looking for, and complaining about how you can't afford the magic item that you want. Which I'm sure I'm going to get to that in a second because I guarantee he has a magic item that I want. Is this medium armor? Oh, shoot, it's medium armor. Bards can only equip light, can't they? Give it to Barbie and we'll see. Yep, Bards can equip light. Okay, well, I guess, what about you? You can equip medium armor, right? Druids? I'm pretty sure they can. Yes. Yes, they can. Okay, the leather armor looks kind of sick on the orc. Or half-orc, technically. Speedrun this. Don't need it. Antiquity. It's a quest item, okay. A candle, I want my candle so I can set things on fire. Wait, I have a cantrip for that, who cares? Oh, I want the pearl. I don't need the statuette. Do I need acid? Screw it, I'll sell the acid. Basic poison. I don't have anybody that uses poison. Breastplate. Actually, I'll be giving that to my half-orc. Short bow. I already gave Barbie the crossbow. It's probably better. Yeah, for 25, sell it. Screw it. I'm not going to waste the time going back to another menu. Yeah, it was a short sword. Don't need it. Find oil. I still don't know what that does. Projectile parts. That might be useful. Choked on some water. Oh, God. I know it gets like 100% humidity here very often, but apparently you're not supposed to breathe the water. Only supposed to drink it. I thought maybe I could, like, min-max that process too. Just, you know, just do it all in one go. Crossbow bolts? Yeah, I guess I could buy those. Sure. Might be useful. I'll just buy 20 of them. That way I don't have to worry about it for a while. Wait. Why does it say detect magic and identify? Are things that... Do they not flag something as magic in this game? Oh. Okay. Well, that's it. Yeah, dying is it's against TOS. I'm not allowed to do it on stream. Ugh. I'll have to tough it out. I don't want YouTube coming after me. A component pouch, but I don't really think that applies to me. Oh, you can poison arrows and bolts. Okay. That's cool. Ingredients, documents, crafting, magic. Oh, it's all just potions. Wand to identify. Well, that sounds like it would be... Wait. 550... Oh, it gets one recharge at dawn. That would pay for itself after a while. I've breathed in water before, but it was chlorinated, so I don't suggest doing it. Yeah, I've almost drowned a couple of times. It's, generally not a pleasant experience. Gloves of missile snaring. Braces of defense. Ooh, like that. Boots of elven kind could be good. Ah, there we go. The handy haversack. Definitely want this. It's a multiplier, which is interesting. So that means it would actually be best to give it to my highest strength character. Oh, it's 2,000 gold. How much do I even have? 300. So definitely, I'm not poor. I already had crossbow bolts. I actually don't need to buy those. I don't want to sell them. And I don't want to cast either of these because it costs money. Screw. You ain't getting that out of me. Okay, so now I just need to give these crossbow bolts to Barbie. There you go, Barbie. Which damages? Oh, it's 1d8. Yeah, so the crossbow was better than the short bow. And you don't even get multi-attack, so it or extra attack, so it actually doesn't matter. Now where do we go? I guess to the place I didn't explore? I guess I could have gone up here. I really don't want to loop all the way back around. Oh, I can fast travel. Yeah, maybe we'll do that later. Now we'll just go to the place I haven't been. I wonder what it would feel like if you had water breathing cast on you. Like, how does that feel? Like, you can just breathe water now, but your lungs are still filling with water. Like, I imagine, yeah, you're not dying, but this is still an unpleasant experience. What did I said I succeeded, but I don't know what I saw. Should I be worried? I'm sure it's nothing. We're gonna save anyways. Okay. Oh, he was bolting for us. He was coming right at me. Okay, Ken, go roundhouse kick a wolf. Oh, that's a big wolf. Monk animations are cool in this game. Oh god. He's a-coming. Oh, wow, that's a lot of damage. Okay. Use power. I should have had my thing summoned a while ago. I wonder if it makes your diaphragm... You wrote diagram, but I know what you meant. Diaphragm stronger if it can push the water in it. Maybe? But wouldn't it still just feel different? Because water has a different consistency than air, and it would be sitting in your lungs? Like, even if it was being pushed in and out? Yeah. Look, I told you I was trying out new strategies earlier. My go-to strategy is just throw everyone in it, just charge. Just run in there, just get in. We're just gonna jump in there, we're just gonna do our thing, we're just gonna get right in the enemy's face as quickly as possible and just do as much damage as possible while doing it. Alright. This whole, like, putting the frontliners and, like, actual, like, tactics and, you know, like, using the buff people to buff, like, it's a new working strategy in my mind. It takes time for me to acclimate to this kind of, high level of thinking. Yeah. Let's just maledict the wolf.
Arcana, Encho, Minure.
The Woofy boy. Let me blast him.
Arcana, Evo, Malmis.
I can definitely see, like, growing gills like they did in Harry Potter when you ate, like, the gillweed. I always thought that was a really cool scene in the movies. Yeah, out of the entire movie, I think that scene probably sticks with me out of, like, most of the scenes. Okay. Oh, you're not level 5 yet, so you don't get Bardic Inspiration back on a short rest. Ooh. Okay. Well, I already know exactly what I'm going to do here. Inspire you. We want to... Oh, here's my bonus action, so I can't... Healing word. Oh... Wait. Animal friendship. Does that work on the dire wolf? It's already maledict. Maybe I should choose the little one? Screw it. I'm gonna try it. Play the lute for the wolf. Oh, he didn't like it. Damn. Well, it was worth a try. The Ling Bane strategy? I'm not familiar with that. Yeah, you definitely need to cast Cure Wounds on Ken. That's what you're going to spend your turn doing. Cast spell, Cure Wounds.
Natura Evo Curai.
Right, you have a bonus action, Shillelagh, but you're not holding a wooden weapon, so it doesn't do anything. Oh yeah, that was your action. Yeah, okay. Yeah, go here so you can get pack tactics. Ooh, a nat 20. We love to see that. Very nice. Oh god, there's two of them. Oh. Pooey. Spend a key point to disengage. Then I just move over here. I don't even know why I did that. Okay. Oh, that was my... Oh, I didn't spend a key point. I actually just spent my turn doing that. Well... I guess it's patient defense, then. Well, 16 AC? We're just gonna pray. Yeah, don't let him do that. Oh, nice. Oh, that's not nice. Okay. Cast spell. Okay, first off, we're gonna use our power to summon dark vision spells. Yeah, we're gonna summon our familiar, which I can do too. Bam. Yeah, we got a leaf here today. All right, now me and Leaf are gonna blast,
Evo Malmiss.
and we're gonna miss. My aim is not on point today. I don't even know. Ooh, heroism. Actually, it's a touch spell. Shoot. Okay. Ooh. I didn't see that I was gonna get. Okay. Okay, it's okay. It's all okay. We're fine. It's fine. Just heroism can, even though Barbie probably needs it more now. Screw it. Throw out your bardic inspiration to... Is the spirit tiger even going to live to its next turn to do it? Here, I'll give it to me. End our turn. Okay. Yeah. You move here. Okay, good. Good. Get as many enemies off the battlefield as quickly as possible. Healing word. Ooh, yeah, Barbie needs it. Barbie needs it bad. Nice. Very nice. Oh, Spirit Wolf. Oppenheimer, go! Oppenheimer's pretty good. Ow. Okay, that was less good. Let's see. If I move right here, I can hit both of them, and then I can just flurry of blows, and it doesn't matter. So, yeah, I'm gonna do my attack. Ken is OP. Ken needs a nerf. Flurry of blows. I get an advantage because of my subclass. So good. Oh, okay. Well, that one was less good. That's how it tends to go. Something good happens, and then something bad happens. It's just the universe balancing itself out. Bonus action, we maledict the wolf, and then we blast it. Come on, Leaf, help me out. Help me out, Leaf. 8. What? There we go. Barbie saved the day with that one. Okay. And then I'm pretty much out of spells and stuff to do here. Just... Yeah, just shooting with a crossbow. It's a classic that works. I'm gonna have you wild shape because we just need more HP on the battlefield. And just get in the way. Spirit Wolf. Get its pack tactics. And then hopefully everyone lives to the next turn. Bam. Okay, see, I told you, I'm a master strategist. It just comes to me naturally. Sometimes I'm so good I impress myself. We really need to heal. Maybe I should take a long rest here. We're almost out of spell slots. Yeah. You know... Yep, I've got my... Morale, heroism... Does heroism work the same? Is it? Hold Alt. Oh, never mind. Wait. Does my Quasit only last for a couple seconds? Spells, invocations, I can sneak, I can maledict somebody. Huh. I don't know. But we'll go back and do a long rest. Because we definitely need one after fighting wolves and gorillas. Gorillas were definitely way worse. Those gorillas fucked me up, man. I am not able to get over that. They're gonna live rent-free in my head for a while. Okay. Yep. Nap time. And are we gonna get ambushed? No. Very nice. I think your spells is good. Fairy fighter. Oh yeah, I should really use fairy fire. Good berry, healing word. Instead of long strider, I'm gonna take animal friendship. And oh, I have moonbeam too. Shoot, I've been really sleeping on some of the spells here. I've been trying to put my druid in melee when he should not be in melee. He's not a moon druid. As much as we've been talking about moon druids today, and as much as I wish I had a moon druid, it's not SRD. So he's not a moon druid. Fortunately, druids have a very good spell list on top of Wild Shape. Okay, so yeah, summoning my familiar only lasts for a minute. When do I get it back? Is it on a short rest or long rest? Long rest? Dude, that's garbage. I mean, it's very powerful familiar. It was real back-breaking work to get rid of those gorillas. Yeah, Barbie really did the heavy lifting with that one. Alright. So if I cleared the wolves out of that, let's check out their den. Looks like they did have a little bit of loot in here. Anything good? Yo! The wolves... Wait, wolves had a crafting manual on how to make tiger fangs. Now, I'm not an expert in biology, but I'm pretty sure you don't get tiger fangs from wolves. I'm also fairly certain that dire wolves can't read. But I've been wrong before. Who am I to judge someone for trying to self-improve? Maybe they've been working really hard at it. They're like Meowth. They were just watching people talk and read and stuff, and they were like, I want to get in on that. Giant crows. Surely they can't be that bad, right? Yeah, you can produce flame. We're gonna hurl it and...
Natura.
And for the flying ones, right? You gave it your best shot. That's all we can hope for. Right. Got some good cantrips. Pass, hold on to it. 6 damage? Oh god, he's doing it multiple times. Fine, yeah, I will. I will Hellish Rebuke. Can you attack that icon? Oh yeah, you can. You're a monk. What am I saying? Just do some cool jump kicks, jump spinning kicks. Yeah, I guess I'll just sit here because I don't want to get attacked above. Wait, so even if you're not attacking the enemy that's close to you, you still have disadvantage because you're in melee range of an enemy, period? Druids as direwolves can read it. True. I don't think they were druids, though. They didn't turn back after I killed them. Unless they were druids and just didn't change for some reason, in which case now I'm carrying around druid skin. And... oh, I can just vicious mockery. Sure. Barbie's, yeah, get mocked, idiot. By Barbie. That has to hurt. Bardic Inspiration, I'll hold on to that right now. Yeah, sure. Get him. Ow, okay. Okay, there we go. I'm not sure what to make of this situation, and oh god, there are more of them. Why are there more of them? 5 of these fuckers. Am I gonna have disadvantage? Yes, I don't like that. Guess I can swing an axe. It's not gonna be very good though. Ew. Ew. I'll take a crit though. Yeah, I guess just go for the giant crow. It's all we can do. Druids are teaching the wolves to read. The druids are teaching the impoverished wolves of the area to read. So that's their community service. I can appreciate that. You know, they're just trying to make the world a better place. One wolf at a time. What? Oh, they got they killed Oppenheimer. Okay. If I move here, okay, no attacks of op. I can take down this crow, and then I can flurry of blows to hopefully take down this other crow. 2 nat 20s. Ken doesn't play around, man. Yeah, we'll just keep, no, that's Dazzle. We want to Vicious Mockery. We're gonna mock the crows. Oh, I made a save. Yeah. This is not looking good. Ow! Why? Ah! Why? These crows are more dangerous than the wolves were. What the hell? This is looking really bad. I should take the dodge action. I still have a lot of HP. So I'd rather just... I have to end my turn. Okay, Barbie failed a death saving throw. Ah! Why does everyone want to pick on Barbie? Barbie's like the sweetest, nicest person in the world. Oh, God. I might actually just get a game over here in a second. What? Oh. Holy shit. Try giving Revivify scrolls to characters who can use them. Yeah. Hopefully this saves from the long rest. A group of crowls are called a murder for a reason. Oh yeah, I usually can't spell at all anyways. Oh god, it's throwing us back into combat immediately. Okay. New plan. Now that I know how just awful these crows are, I'm gonna open with a more powerful spell. Yeah, I can't spell ever at all anyways. So I understand. I understand. And yeah, these crows are definitely living up to their name. They are terrifying. Pass, because I think, actually, no, you know what, cast it. Screw you, cast it. Okay. Holy, that, okay, well that crow died really fast. And now I don't want to stand in. Okay. I can move the moonbeam, I think. I think druids can do that. Yeah, let's use a regular bonus action. Roundhouse kick a crow out of the air. Yeah, we can just chill. Barbie needs to... Yeah, we can just go back to the Vicious Mockery. Screw you, Bird Brain. And now you're going to get mocked and take more damage, or hopefully fail your save and take more damage from the Moonbeam. It's like I'm formulating a plan and playing D&D with like tactics, like a group should be. Okay. It's coming in. Moonbeam does more damage than I remember it doing. I guess we just attack. Does that have disadvantage no matter what? Crit failure versus what was going to be a miss anyways isn't that big of a deal. Maybe I should just take the dodge action, actually. That's what the saves are for. That's why we're dying so fast. It's diseasing us. It's giving us literally bird flu. Oh god. This is awful. Just... If the crows don't kill us, the bird flu in the jungle will. No, I don't want to use Hellish Rebuke. Oh my god. Oh wait, that was... Oops. Yeah, I should have done that. I thought it was another Hellish Rebuke pop-up. Okay. I will leave the Moonbeam there. I think that's a smart move. And I will cast... Cure Wounds. Because Vaughn really needs it. I need it. Yeah, okay, that's a good roll. And then we chill. We chill, we vibe, we roundhouse kick some crows. It was just monk things. Okay. Maybe the roundhouse kick there. Yeah, bio warfare. Yeah, it's like Birdemic, man. You're coming in here like ready. They crave violence. Vicious Mockery, the giant crow. I made a success. Bardic Inspiration definitely going to Ken. Ken is doing a lot of the heavy lifting here. Assuming Ken lives. What'd he roll? Ken rolled a DC 12. I rolled an 11. Screw it, just spend the die to pass. Ooh, that's oh no. Okay. Alright. You maledict a crow.
Entro Minure.
And now you blast the crow.
Arcana Evo Malmis.
Okay, that gives everyone a little more breathing room, I think. Because I don't want you to pass through that. Yeah. Hopefully you can finish this crow. Oppenheimer doesn't play around. And I... Pearl Flame.
Natura Conjo Malmis.
I feel like half the time I'm just narrating what I'm doing, but that's actually what I'm doing in my head. I'm just sitting here talking to myself of like, this is like my actual thought pattern. Like, it's just immediately coming out of my mouth without needing to sit in my brain first. I'm just so focused on trying not to get everyone killed. Well, it's okay, Ken. We're wrapping this up. We will save you. Barbie's gonna save you right here, see? Bam. Called it. Here we go. And Barbie made her survival check. Go further. Hey, Barbie, can you use a healing spell on him just real fast, you know?
Arcana Evo Cure.
There we go. Alright, and fortunately the bird flu will wear off after like an hour. I'm pretty sure that's how diseases work. You just take a nap and you're fine.
Damn.
I don't... Oh, I'm searching the bird nest for remains. I'm doing a quest. See, I didn't know that because I didn't actually read or pay attention to anything I was doing. I want to save it after that. Holy.
Shit.
I like how he swears, but the text was clearly different. I guess maybe the other nest is on the other side of the bridge. Now we're ready to face the dire giant crow. Please tell me it's not actually over here.
How tiresome.
Oh. Well, I guess it's a good thing, because we didn't find the remains of the person's friends in the crow nest. So no, maybe they're still alive. Oh, and there's the way out. But I do want to do a little more exploring here. I feel like there's... I haven't been over here yet. I bet you there's some goodies. Because there was no loot up here. Well, I guess there was the Manual of Tiger Claw. Which sounds more like a martial arts style than it does like an item. What, are we just gonna jump down? Oh. Yeah, I was just gonna go around. I guess that's a lot faster. Oh. Well, they're all going around anyways. Sure. Oh, yep, there's a corpse. Well, seems like somebody didn't make it. Oh. Oh. So as it happens when you fail, you just stumble. I guess maybe that means something in, like, when you're in combat. It didn't really do anything right there. What are these three doing? They're just, like, running back and forth. Here, Ken, go help them out. Open up some shortcuts here, Ken. They need it. They're struggling. Don't see anything to get over there yet. Other than the bridge, I guess. Well, let's check the corpse. Yep, there it is, the forage amulet. Yep, one of them just didn't make it. Shame. Loot all. And you know what? I want the hand axe or the quarterstaff. Is it magical? Might be magical. I'll hold on to that. Scroll of Conjure Animals. I should have used that. That would have helped me so much during the crow fight. I should go back and report this, but I feel like they're not the only dead person out here, so I'm going to pick up all of the bodies first. Oh my god, and everyone's running all the way around again. Well, if we're doing that, let's just use the bridge. Is Ken going? Okay, Ken's going. Struggling with some dice rolls there. I think everyone's getting tired. Oh, okay, trap triggered. Yeah, okay, Ken. Open the way for us. We're counting on you. Well, at least you're strong enough and athletic enough to make it to the other side. Even if it wasn't pretty, you still pulled it off. Oh, there's something over here. I expected him to machete his way through that, not just shoulder check the tree out of the way. I don't think that's how you bushwhack. I think it's usually called bushwhack because you whack the bushes out of the way, not just football tackle them. If it was a barbarian, I could see that. There's a certain type of style to it. But I don't expect that kind of behavior from a warlock. Maybe that's just classist of me. There's some hill giants. They seem friendly. Splendid half plate. Yeah, I don't think I'm even going to equip that. I think I'm just going to sell it. That seems like it's worth a lot. Oh, new quest started.
What is this? A giant village?
He doesn't seem hostile.
No, it's just a really big village,
I
actually.
speak giant. Let's try.
He was never taught how to chop down a tree. But, yeah, I guess. I mean, technically the proficient's with hand axes, but if it's a bunch of vines and stuff, I guess maybe the technique doesn't carry over. You know? You need a ranger for that. Yeah. Improvise with the best of his ability, like, I don't know what to do it. Just run into it and hope for the best. That is kind of my attitude to handle things. Alright, Mr. Giant.
Hello, little ones.
What are you
Hello,
doing
big one.
here?
You say that so accusatory.
Giants
He's just living his best
trade.
I do need direwolf pelts and large feathers. Plenty.
We might be able to find that.
I think I already have that.
Then we trade.
I thought giants were all stupid.
Maybe someone cast a spell on it.
Man, you guys are assholes. You're saying that right in front of him. He can hear you, you know. He's just a nice dude out here just living his best life, and everyone's like, huh, he's not as stupid
Hello?
as I thought.
You found? Good. Give you gold. Need something from city, but people hate us.
What
Yeah.
do you need from the city?
Like you guys.
So
You're being assholes a second ago.
a what?
Don't judge.
Oh,
We
now
could
I'm not an
probably get
asshole.
that for you.
Pay you?
Maybe they
with
just
pack of
need
meat,
someone to
dried meat of
whip him into
ape.
shape.
Dwarves love it.
I think I heard that somewhere.
See you, Gartok.
My little ones.
You know, I do have to say though, if you're gonna talk shit about somebody, at least do it to their face, not behind their back. Can I go in the village? Kind of curious. Oh, door cannot be opened. I guess I gotta complete his quest first. I want to talk to these guys. I want to see what's in there. Alright. Well, yeah, we'll get him a sewing kit. And I guess that was the only corpse. I thought we would find another one. Yeah, we'll run the amulet back, get paid for that, sell some of the stuff we don't need. Yeah, he seems like a nice guy. He's just out there living his best life. He's just vibing, trading, just trying to get along with people. People are coming up like, I thought you were stupid. It hurts. Long trek back. I like how the tiger can use ladders. Alright. What do we got that we can sell? I guess I can use as a needle. I don't really think I need it to make needles out of giant crow feathers. A heartstone. It's magical properties. I definitely want that. Reels, including whether it's magical. Text, but does not reveal any item's function. But it's identify as cheaper and tells you whether it's magical. Oh, but it's per item. Oh. Okay, well, I want to... I guess maybe this tells me anyways, because... Click identify, I can't pick non-magical items. So... I think that kind of... Oh, maybe it doesn't work. Never mind. Oh, now I need to identify it. And... +1 quarterstaff. Splendid half plate. What if it does something cool? Oh, it's just +1 half plate. Oh, and I could already see that in the armor effects. Well, that doesn't seem like a very good gameplay mechanic. I can already see the effects, and then I can just pay to have the effects put in the name, basically. Whatever. It was only a little bit of money. And I'm just going to sell the half plate anyways. See, it's a quarterstaff, it's a monk weapon, but I don't really care for it. It's a 1d6 if I want to use it one-handed. I guess technically I give it to Ken. Fine. Ken had something to sell. I think it was Yeah, just the magnificent short sword. It's a +1 short sword. We can already see the attack and damage bonus. Like, why would I pay 55 gold for you to tell me that it's a +1? Maybe later on when there's more effects that we can get that aren't just being a +1, like fire damage or, you know, like a higher crit chance or something. I don't know. But for now, I'm not seeing it. Oh, you're right. But I don't want my druid in melee combat anyways. I'll just have him use produce flame and cast like moonbeam and stuff. But I think I definitely do want to give Ken the quarterstaff because he can use it in 2 hands. Yes, retard. And he can get the versatility property on it, which will give him a fairly decent amount. How do I use it in 2 hands, though? Oh, it automatically uses it in 2 hands. Yeah, very nice. So technically that is a, you know, going from a D6 to a D8. And I'll get to see some new animations with it, hopefully. I did not need to talk to him again. I'm just going to hold on to that magnificent short sword. I have the carry capacity for it. Yep. And, man, I wish I could get a healing spell for myself. That way, like, once per short rest, I could throw a heal on, like, Ken or something. That would be nice. Man, I'm out of spell slots. I might as well short rest. Yeah, burn some hit dice on Ken. And me, I guess. There we go. Alright. Wonder, can I fast travel out of here? Can't wait. There's stuff I didn't loot. I guess go do that. I should really like head into the city they kept telling me about. I've got a couple of Oh, shoot. I forgot to give her the Forge Amulet. I want that experience. I want to level up. I gotta hit level 5 so I get Ken extra attack, man. So you can go real crazy on those Floria blows. Just hit some like Bruce Lee moves, man. Eventually in high levels be hitting people with that 1-inch punch. Just like a con save or die.
Clear skies.
Bad news. We found their stuff. They're most likely dead, killed by roaming monsters.
I was afraid so. You still earned your reward. Now, maybe you can
That
help us
was
with
not
something
delivered
else.
with a lot of tact.
A pack of hybrid wolves have been prowling around the camp.
We have already done that.
I'm impressed. I'd have you at my back hunting Remoraz for sure. Now,
I don't know what a
I have
Remoraz
to tell you
is.
something. A secret.
Well, there are Remorazes in
I'm
Monster
a friend
Hunter.
in Caer Hifrid, part of a small club of ours. When you get there, go to the inn and ask for Kefrain.
Am I
What
getting
in?
pulled into
The
something?
Merry Remoraz, it's called. If you're looking for someone or something,
Is this like a secret
she
society?
can help.
In
Oh,
exchange for...
thieves.
Same
Thieves
as you
Guild.
did for me, but probably higher stakes. Here's a letter for her, and give her my regards.
Sure.
Stay in the light, friend.
Stay in the light.
Sure. I mean, I guess I'll buy some soul and stuff. Why not? How do I learn this? Not read. Craft the Tiger Fang. Troll Serpentinite and a Tiger Drake Venom Gland. Wait, is Tiger Fang a potion or is it a weapon? I guessing with the icon, maybe it's a potion. I'm not sure. A gemstone pendant. Okay. I hope it's not magic, so I'm just going to sell it. It says I can sell it to a shop, so I'm going to. Unless I can enchant it. No. Oh no, there's a next slot. Screw it. I'll sell it later if I need gold. It doesn't weigh anything, so I can just hold on to it. There's no penalty for that. Oh. Oh yeah, there's stuff I didn't loot. Slowly waiting for everyone to get over here. Here they come. All right. Now give me all the loot. Oh, that's a lot more loot than I thought it was going to be. I don't want to carry all that. Oh, wait, never mind. I can carry. Very nice. Okay, we had something up here too, right? On the... Nope, it was on the other side. Oh, a little twig on the ground. No wonder I didn't see it. There's a lot of stuff over here. I'll split the party up and we'll make it go faster. We have a book. Warhammer of Smashing. Because normal Warhammers aren't good at that normally. And loot that. Jump over here. Loot this. Yeah, very nice. You know, with the speed that we got to level 3, I thought this game was going to be a lot shorter. But now that I'm seeing it, this, there's a lot more to this game. There's a much better pacing. This is going to take longer to beat than I thought. But it's enjoyable, so getting there I don't think is really going to be an issue. Can't see the very bottom of my screen. Travel. Base, normal, default, interrupt. Onrest has been completed. Level up. Item has been crafted. Yep, cast a good berry. There we go. I knew I had it prepared. Travel, start traveling. A one active quest, yeah, for the giant. I kind of like the way they do the world map. It's not as easy to read as it is in some games, but it seems like moving from place to place just happens more smoothly. We'll see. I have to say, I think Pathfinder Kingmaker and Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous have the best overland for anything D&D-esque. It's just so good. It's just like a big map. You can zoom out. You can see the whole thing. As you travel and follow along these like roads, you can clearly see where all the roads are and all the paths. As you travel, you can see where all lead. New ones open up. It's kind of like a big spider web of all the places you can go. And like new places get dropped down on the map as like little miniatures as you get close to them. It's very good. And there's actually a camping mechanic. When you sleep, you actually like have a camp set up in an area, and everyone has a job and a role you can assign. So like all the skills you pick actually matter. If you have somebody that's good at stealth and stuff, they can like hide the camp so it doesn't get ambushed. And if you have somebody who has knowledge world, they can actually cook and make like different meals, and depending on the meals you make, you can get like maybe like it's a little bonus, but it's a little bonus for the rest of the day. It's really nice. I'm a little biased though. Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous is probably one of my favorite games of all time. But a lot of D&D games handle things very well, I think. There's a few that I think I've seen that aren't stellar, but most of them, I think, their heart's in the right place. Why do we have this just chilling out right in the entrance of town? Is that a... Oh, yeah, that is a dead man.
Oyez! Oyez! This morning, a rebel agent was hanged for sedition.
Oh, and they're already talking about hanging people. This is a cheerful place. We love it here.
New in town, eh?
Indeed.
She's got a wolf.
I'm Rose. Just so you know, the law is a little strict around here.
Beggars are still
I can
allowed,
tell.
it seems.
Uh-huh. People around here stick together, if you catch my drift. So, if you
Not
need
sure
any
I do.
advice,
You're the go-to person.
sure am.
Oh, okay. Well, it was nice of you to introduce yourself.
So, what do you do here?
Me? Oh, I'm just a simple citizen. Doing
That
my
happens
best
to
to
know
help my
stuff, I
community.
guess.
Welcome strangers.
Ever heard of a stranger called Marin Ving?
Nope, doesn't ring a bell.
Do we even still care about that guy? We almost got killed just looking for him. Actually, a lot of people ended up dead just looking for him.
What can you tell us about the city?
It's the capital of the Dominion, Caer Hifrid, ruled by our Lord Protector, Orenetus himself.
That's a
Mostly
cool name.
populated by nobles, merchants, and craftsmen, along with some wealthy farmers, breeders. You're in the Low City. There's a High City and the Palace. You could sleep at the Merry Remraz. The owner is a friend.
Thanks.
Okay, so we got three,
need to
like,
go. What's your friend's
sections of the
name?
city.
Him? Drooly. He likes you.
See you around.
I like how the druid asked
See
about
ya.
that. That is something the druid would ask about.
Oyez! Oyez!
Pretty much, yeah. Most of the times, if I have a druid at the table, it's always like, yeah, but what's the animal's name? I want to know. I want to cast Speak with Animals. I want to talk to the animal. I want to see what they have to say. The people. Oh, we got a new faction. Okay. They just want to live without suffering under tyranny. Sure, makes sense. This chest is yours to use. No one can loot it, and you can stash up to
Earlier
50
today,
items. I
5
like that.
smugglers were executed for selling illegal products on the black market.
I think one thing I'm looking forward to with Baldur's Gate 3 is speaking with animals and stuff. Because in Divinity Original Sin 1 and 2, they had the feat that you could take that you could talk to animals. And I think some of like the most interesting and funny side quests were given to you by like, oh yeah, here's a rat you can talk to, and it'll have like some unique insight to this quest, or it'll have like a quest all on its own that you normally can't even accept the quest unless you can talk to animals.
Oyez! Oyez! The popular singer
That was just really good, really fun, really interesting way to incorporate that into the game. You just have just a bunch of animals running around, and most people just walk by and it's like, oh yeah, just farm animals, whatever. But you know, if you can talk to animals, it's like, oh yeah, there's like a whole story going on over here. Like these animals are actually off doing things, and if you can talk to them, they'll just sit down and talk to you. Druids are the people at the party that immediately find and hang with the cat or dog. Yeah, they just vibe. Like you just find them like 10 minutes later on the couch, and they just got like all the animals sitting there with them.
They have been sentenced to a week in jail.
You know, if you ever like are hanging out with people and they don't like your dog or they don't like your cat, it's time to send them home. They're just gonna have to go. Party stash. I'll put all of the crafting ingredients in there. You know, I don't need the scroll kit because all my scroll stuff is going to be in here. Just read these manuals. These are quest items. That's a quest item. Why do I have 2 scroll kits? I should probably just sell this, but I'm not going to. Just put it anywhere here. I want to hold on to all these rings so I can enchant them later. I hope I can enchant them.
Penalties for failing to do so will be severe.
I have 2 of these. Lust. I think that's for spellcasting and stuff. What's this? A scroll. Get the scrolls.
Oyez! Oyez! Earlier today, our brave soldiers of the Dominion slaughtered a rebel squad at Chenna Outpost.
I don't like this guy just like yelling all this stuff back there. Because, I don't know, everyone calls this dude a tyrant that's running the city and said, well, he's not as racist as the last guy. I'm getting vibes here that maybe he's not going to be our friend. Especially since we're not high elves. And when you have to describe somebody as not as racist, really setting the bar low.
Both his hands will be cut off in the next public ceremony of contrition.
Oh, and they're cutting off hands too. We love that. We'll hold on with these tools. That's the quest item. More stuff. I'll actually hold on with the antitoxin. I'll hold on to herbalism too. Daggers, we can throw those.
Oyez! Oyez! Food thieves were arrested yesterday.
So,
Lord Protector reminds
need to read that.
Dominion reserves
Quest
cannot be
item.
plundered, even to feed your family.
Guard.
Thieves will lose their hands.
Yeah. Just put it in there. I love inventory management. I actually kind of do. I like keeping everything nice and organized. Everything has its spot. There's a location that everything belongs, and I want it to stay there.
Oyez! Oyez! All newcomers in the city must present themselves at
The bar on the ground. The bar is on the ground. The population looks to be wielding shovels. Yeah.
No exceptions.
But I mean, they're high elves, so what else can you expect from them? Of course they're gonna behave like that. If they're snobby, they're gonna sit up there, they're gonna look down on everyone else, they're gonna be prancing around drinking dandelion wine and all this other stuff.
Oyez!
And then they gotta be racist on top of it too. I bet you they have stereotypes about how like humans are short-lived or something.
Apeham has been denied
Just not
the
fair.
license and may
Stupid
not
elves,
be
I hate 'em.
sold in Caer Hifrid. I repeat,
I say as I have a half-elf in the party. Just gonna sell that stuff. Need that. We don't need javelins. Oh. I'll have to conclude before I swap to the next one.
by order of
Don't
the
diss the
Lord
dandy brandy.
Protector,
I've actually never had it.
prisoners who join the
I've
guard
never had
will
dandelion
be
wine. I honestly have no intention to ever drink dandelion wine. I do like dandelions though. They're very pretty to look at. People call them a weed, but I don't mind them. They don't bother me none. all this. Already read that, so I guess I can just sell that one.
Oyez! Oyez! To
This dude needs to
relieve
calm
pressure
down
on
on the oye oyes.
There will be no more trials for disloyalty.
You just hate half the half elf, yeah.
All those accused shall be executed without trial.
Hey, does this guy have any magic items? Component bracers. That's actually a pretty neat idea. Wizards who like to travel light. Oh, it's actually weighs less than the component pouch. Huh.
Oyez! Oyez!
Yeah, it's just kind of
Of the Lord Protector,
spell books.
all persons who fail to denounce and
That is just kind of a neat little thing
be held guilty of treason
of like the different component pouches.
and punished
I've
accordingly.
never seen that before. Who's this? Is this guy shouting everything out? No, this is the guy I
Hey
get
there.
the meat from.
Hello, strangers. What
Or
can I
give them
do
meat.
for you? I got me some pretty nice big hams. Perfect for your travels. But I got plenty
steamed
of other
hams.
stuff, too.
We've got a package of meat from Talarian. That's for you, right?
Oh, you do? Fantastic. Dried ape ham. A delicacy for my halfling clients.
That was dwarves.
Really? Ape ham?
Well, more or less. Very hard to find.
Looks like there's plenty of apes down in the valley.
Yeah,
well,
but nobody
it's more
wants
that
to.
Talarian and his buddies don't want to come here.
Why is that?
Beats me. Ask him.
Guess I could. But, I forgot what I was going to say. My mind is going all over the place. I need sewing stuff for him.
Can we see your wares?
Just one thing, if you don't mind. I'm looking for some rare meat. We've got these huge bears in a nearby clearing.
I was about to say, what kind
Some
of
people
meat do you
here
consider
love that
rare?
meat. If you could bring
Bear,
back
okay.
some, I'd pay well.
I've
100
heard
gold
bear's
pieces
actually
a pound.
good.
We'll keep that in mind.
Oyez!
Yeah, I've heard bear's really good.
By order of the Lord Protector,
He's got a bunch of stuff in here too.
who denounce others'
Does he have zebra meat?
loyalty shall receive full pardons for their own crimes.
I need bear meat for him now. I don't really need to talk to these people. I don't think they have a quest for me yet.
Oyez! Oyez! This morning, a rebel agent was hanged.
That definitely looks like the inn, but I don't see like a logo or a sign out front. This is kind of a nice city. You can definitely tell it's elvish. Maybe this it? Oh no, this looks more like a performing area. Well, there you go, Barbie. Can we get up here? Oh, we can't get up on stage. They won't let Barbie on stage. That's just awful.
Smugglers were executed for selling
They don't know.
products
They just
on
don't
the
know.
black market.
Yeah, this dude needs to calm down. Can't be good for you to just spend all day in the middle of public just yelling.
Clear skies, adventurers. What
Yeah,
can
clear
this lady
skies.
get you?
I actually don't know why I talked to you. Hey, just looking
passing
around.
by. We hear this is the place to be.
Uh-huh, sure is. The only tavern for regular folks, you mean?
I don't know what that means. Is this literally the only tavern down here? I mean, in the game, there's usually one tavern to go, but I mean, in an actual city, there's usually quite a few.
How are things around here?
The usual. Soldiers making trouble. Nobles coming down to bully my clients, backed up by his lordship, the
Yeah.
non-protector.
Yeah, they should let Barbara
Dangerous
perform.
words.
Like I care. I got myself a good axe here. Let him come for me.
Sure.
I think she's insane. Literally the guy about, like, chopping people's hands off and killing rebels is, like, right outside. Maybe calm down a little bit, lady.
We should go. Strike true.
Straight true.
Oyez, oyez.
Oh god, and he's back with the
The
oyes.
popular singer Panic has been sentenced to be whipped for a seditious song.
Alright, I guess this is how we finish that one quest for the... I'm guessing like Thieves Guild or something, lady. But it's a little after 10, so I'm going to call it here. I don't actually know what I'm going to do. I know I'm putting some stuff together to maybe do a Twitch stream soon. I don't want to listen to the Oye anymore. Hold on. What's this screen look like? Let's jump us over here. Throw on some background music like that. There we go. Yeah, so I'm hoping to put some stuff together to do a Twitch stream soon. I don't actually really know how to stream on Twitch, so I'm gonna have to look into that. I think maybe just streaming over there once every now and then, just to get the hours in, because you have to stream so many hours over there to unlock some stuff, and I don't know entirely how it works, but it seems like definitely something I should work on if I plan on growing the channel or anything. I already mentioned that maybe I'm going to put together like I don't know, like maybe like a tweet that has like a whole bunch of like information or stuff, or maybe like a short about, you know, D&D news or just tabletop game news in general, talking about you know, UAs, playtests, Kickstarters, new books being announced, different things going on in the D&D community. I don't really know if there's enough stuff going on in the D&D community to really like flesh this out and make it a thing, but you know, I'll look into it, see if that is a thing that can be done. Otherwise, Monday I should be back with more Shadowrun Returns. Been really fun so far. I know Shadowrun's probably not everybody's cup of tea, but it actually is being a pretty good game so far. A lot of fun. I almost destroyed my throat last Monday doing all the voices for it. Gonna do that again. Just, I mean, hey, look, who needs a throat anyways? Let's just shred it, and if I need, I'll just buy a new one. I think you can do that. Let's see. Definitely, I don't know what I'll do Tuesday. Friday, more Solasta. Yeah, I'm gonna try to do Solasta every Friday. I've also been looking at some of the user-made like campaigns and modules and stuff for Solasta. It seems like they've had some ones that are legally distinct from existing D&D campaigns. So after we beat this one, maybe that could be fun to look at. Maybe to mess around with that. I don't know. They were very highly rated by the community, so could be fun. Let's see. It is getting close to the end of July. The Diablo 4 season is going to be starting soon. Definitely going to play it. Don't know if I'll stream it. That might be a Twitch thing. That might just be what I do on Twitch. So I can just go over there and just ramble with that, and leave a lot of the D&D stuff over here. I don't know. It's ideas. Just kind of spitballing at this point, seeing what sticks, seeing what I enjoy doing, seeing what people enjoy doing, or enjoy seeing, I should say. Maybe I should do some streams where I, you know, play some games that are multiplayer so people can jump in. I don't know. There's a lot of options I have. Definitely just gonna keep streaming, keep doing, and just keep having fun. Well, with that, I hope everyone had fun here today. I certainly did. I'm loving this game so far. 5e is a favorite of mine. I enjoy just going off on these rants, these tangents, these just I just get fixated on like one little mechanic or a class or something, and I just go bring up the rules and just ramble, just rant incoherently, just some raving, just screaming into the void. I love it. Hopefully you do too. But that's all I'm got for today. I hope everyone has a good night. I hope everyone has a fantastic weekend. It is Saturday night. Go out and do something, even if it's in your house. Go say hi to a friend. Check in on the homies. Kiss the homies good night. Anyways, I'm out. I will see you all later. Oh, I forgot to hit the button. I'll see you all later.